the day or whatever.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Bad Rolls, Good Times. How's everyone doing tonight?
Hey, what's up?
Pretty good.
I feel like I've had way too much coffee today and am way too excited for this compared to everyone else. So if this goes completely off the rails, it's all on me. You can blame me for this one.
Duly noted.
All right. Without further ado, let's introduce our players. First up, to my, was this going to be my left? To your right is Akuma, the Tiefling Sorcerer.
What's up, everybody? Loving the energy tonight, Nick.
Good. Next to Akuma is Zymot, the Human Fighter.
Greetings, everyone.
And below Zymot, we have the Risk Taker, the Force from the North, the Queen Bee himself, Gigroth, the Goliath Barbarian.
Buzz.
And last but certainly not least, we have the newly elected Speaker of Goodmead, Cyrus, the Elf Bard.
I'm a little less tired right now.
All right. Okay. Welcome again, everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. Let's get right into this, right? Like, currently, if you missed last session, where we're at right now in the story is the party has been split. And Cyrus and Gigroth were on a mission to Bryn Shander to rid Cyrus of a curse, as well as to inform the Duvessa Shane, the speaker of Bryn Shander and the head of the Council of Speakers about his newly elected position, and was successful in both of those. Akuma and Zymot went to Eathsthaven to do a couple of things. One, investigate the whereabouts of some Dwergar that Akuma knew about from his special friend Levistus, who told him, as well as to see what's going on with the ferry there, as trade has stopped from Eathsthaven to the north to Caer Konig and Caer Dineval. And in investigating the ferry, they learned a lot of things. They were invited to a seance from a halfling bard named Ronaldo that they will probably... Well, I don't want to speak for you guys. You guys may or may not participate in the seance tonight, but that is an option for you. And while checking out the ferry, happened upon a Dwergar mind master, if you will, who was invisible, but you uncovered him with some really, really cool snow technique to fall upon him and give the outline, and are currently in combat with that Dwergar. And that is where we start our session today. Akuma, you're up in initiative order. This Dwergar with really pointy, nasty teeth and glowing purple hands with his glowing purple dagger is staring you down from across this 10-foot by 10-foot room. I believe... I don't know if... is Tomax there right now? You can refresh my memory on that one.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. No, wait, hold on. No, it wasn't my turn yet. Yeah, we ended with you killing Tomax.
Okay. All right. So we are at the top of the initiative order with Akuma. What would you like to do?
Just gonna go with the rusty old firebolt, I suppose. 13.
A 13 is not going to hit.
Yeah, and I'm standing... Can you refresh me on where I'm at in the room?
I'm pretty sure, like, the door opened up, and then you guys just kind of, like, went in. It's 10 foot by 10 foot, so it's a really, really small space. This Dwergar is kind of backed away into a far corner of the room. Tomax appeared in the middle of the room between you guys. I would assume both of you, Zymot and Akuma, would be at the doorway or just inside the doorway.
Correct.
Do you want me to move into the room, Zymot?
If you could blast them from here, we're good. I'll keep you safe.
So you're just gonna leave the door open and blast from outside of that room on the ferry.
Yep, I'll end my turn here.
Okay. It is now the Dwergar's turn. He is going to use his mind mastery on you, Zymat. He kind of does a little wave of his hand, and I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
9.
A 9. You do not succeed. You must now use your reaction to make one weapon attack against a nearby creature, which would be Akuma.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I roll a 18.
Jeez.
I'm not gonna bother with shield.
Okay. And that is 7 points of slashing damage.
All right. So he kind of like, I don't know, infects your mind, and you for some reason decide to take out your frustrations on this against your friend Akuma. And then this Dwergar will take a couple of steps forward and attack you, Zymat, with his dagger. Oh my gosh, is a 24 going to hit?
Yes.
All right, so you're going to take, let's see here, 4 points of piercing damage. And 1, 7, oh my gosh, 7, 11... 11 points of psychic damage.
So 15 total?
Yep.
Okay.
And we are now at you.
I am so sorry, Fernand. I thought you were going to zig and you zagged. I apologize. And I will bonus action summon. Bonus action summon Tomax and attack directly behind this dude and attempt to cut his arm off.
Nice. So Tomax is now behind this Dwergar.
Yep.
All right.
And he rolls, gosh darn it, 12.
That is not going to hit.
All right. Fair enough. I will use Unleash Incarnation to have Tomax attack again. 15.
15 does hit.
All right, that is going to be 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then Action Surge. I will attack again.
Okay.
Darn it, 10.
10. A 10 does not hit.
Yep. All right, and I will post up here to make sure he can't get to my boy Akuma.
Okay. Which brings us to the top of the order. Akuma, it is your turn now.
This is so fast with a split party.
Meanwhile, Cyrus and Gigroth, when do we get to do something?
I guess we will. How is this thing looking after taking that decent chunk?
I mean, he's hurt a little bit, but he's not like super phased by that damage.
I'm just gonna cast magic missiles at 2nd level.
Okay. So that is automatically going to hit.
Let's see. Can you show me all of my rolls, please? Oh my goodness. Having technical difficulties with D&D Beyond. So 1, so 3. So that'll be 12 points of damage.
Okay. All right, so this Dwergar is looking pretty bloodied now.
And is he within like 5 feet of me?
I would say not quite. Close, but not quite, as you are still outside of the ferry, or outside of the cabin on the ferry.
Alrighty. I will end my turn there.
Okay. All right. The Dwergar, having taken this brunt of magic missiles, you can see him raise his hand and snap his fingers, and you see him shrink down in size to tiny-sized. Let's see here. And he's going to try and run away. He looks around and he can see a tiny hole in the wall. Maybe no bigger than a mouse hole or a large mouse hole, and he beelines it to get there. This will prompt an opportunity attack from both Zymot and Tomax.
All right. Let's see. Tomax rolls a 13, which I believe misses.
That does miss.
And I roll a 19, which I believe hits.
That does hit.
Okay.
And it's because you hit on the opportunity attack, it also prevents him from moving. So he is going to have to stay put.
Yeah, Sentinel will reduce him to 0 anyways. 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, he is this is the opportunity attack. Okay.
Yeah.
7. All right. He's looking pretty hurt as your glaive comes down, which is about like he's probably no taller than the width of your blade.
So I just caught like the back of his like shirt and like
or it comes down flat on him instead of the actual blade.
Yeah, he runs into a wall.
Yep, exactly. Okay. And then he's gonna take another stab at you, Zymot.
All right.
He gets to make one attack here because he tried to run. Plus 5 is a 19.
That hits.
Okay, you are going to take 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay.
As he's very small. And then you're going to take 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay. 13 total, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And that is it. That is his turn. You can see he is very, very visibly frustrated. And even in his diminutive size, you can see he is extremely frustrated.
Okay. It's my turn now, correct?
Yes, it is now your turn.
Okay. No. You are going nowhere. We have some questions for you. And I'll like turn the glaive sideways and try to bop him on the head.
Okay. This is going to, because he is reduced, he is tiny. No, you don't gain disadvantage or anything like that.
Okay. Net 20.
Oh, yeah. Would you like this to be a non-lethal attack?
Yes.
Okay. I figured as much.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Well, you would have... Okay, so the last time you tried to do a non-lethal attack, you ended up killing someone. I don't think you're going to be able to do like 50-some points of damage in a single hit here to instantly kill this guy.
All right. Well, if I'm doubling my damage, that's 20 points of bludgeoning damage, I guess, since I've hit him.
He is out cold.
All right. Thank goodness. Do you have a box or a cage or anything, Akuma?
I like to think if you had like a glass cup or like a wine glass and you just turn it over and poop, set it on top of him. Little glass cage.
I have a tinder box. We can pull the tinder out of the tinder box.
The only thing is, my only question is, I'm not sure how the spell ends, so he could abruptly break the tinder box. I guess if we put him in a metal cage, he might actually snap his own neck when he enlarges. Shall we just break his arms and tie him up?
Solid.
Very well.
Decent.
I will. Do you want to stay here in case he has accomplices, or shall we go somewhere else? Oh, you have your familiar.
Yeah,
Could your familiar stand watch?
I mean, we'd have to like be posted out 100 feet, so like obscure our tracks, go hide on the other side of the boat, and wait for somebody to come back.
I just do not want his potential accomplices to arrive when we are interrogating him. Considering that the last time we ran into him, there were 4 of them, I believe.
Yeah, there were 4 Dwergar the last time that you fought some.
Shall we simply just leave and go back to, say, the tavern? Pay for a room?
Yeah, can we do like a quick reconnaissance of this room though, real quick? Like, are there any like sleeping arrangements? Like, can we like discern?
There were 4 sleeping bags, I believe.
Yep, 4 sleeping bags, packs of stolen rations, some maps that were rolled up. There's one map that's sprawled out that he was looking at.
I would like to grab the maps before we leave.
Sure.
Can we just investigate for loot? Period.
Sure.
What's your investigation, Akuma?
+4.
+4. I will help Akuma.
Okay.
We got a 22 on the first one. Yeah, we'll keep the 22.
Okay. Other than the things listed, you don't find anything of note within this cabin. On him, you can find a dagger. You can also find 10 gold.
Okay.
We'll disarm him.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna take that dagger because I need one. What was the
And
one
then
he threw? Wasn't the one he threw a magical dagger?
I don't remember. You can take 5 gold. I'll take the other 5 gold. We'll just split it.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take this time while we're doing this to push Tomax outside, to the front of the ferry to just keep an eye out.
Okay.
Well, not to the front of the ferry, 25 feet away from me, because that's the furthest I can send him.
Okay. And you're gonna are you gonna try and interrogate this guy in the room, or
No,
you're taking him back to the White
Yeah,
Lady Inn?
Do you want to ambush the goons when they come back here, or do you want to? Because I mean, if we leave and their dude's missing, they may know something is up. Versus if we post up here, we can get the drop on them. What do you want to do?
Yeah, do you like want to go down into the ship and like wait until we can hear them?
Do we have? Is there any way you can leave like a bomb in this room, like some kind of magical bomb?
I don't think there's anything I have to that effect.
Do we have poison or anything? Trying to think if we can like take one out before anything happens. While I'm trying to figure this out, oh, I have alchemical flask or alchemist fire. Do you want to rig it in this room?
Yeah,
And then we
could
can
do
go
that.
hide. We can go hide downstairs, and when your familiar catches them coming in here, we just blast them with fire first, and then catch them as they're running out of the room. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
All right, cool. I'm gonna hand you the jar of alchemical fire or alchemist fire, and while you rig it up, because you're smarter than I am, DM, I would like to take the time to break the hand and
Okay.
arm of the one that was wielding the dagger and one of his legs,
Okay.
and then tie him up.
So while he's out, you just like pick up his little arms and hands and
Yeah,
pinch
like a
that-
wishbone.
Sure, yeah, a wishbone or like a toothpick. You just break it in half.
Sucks to suck, bro.
Okay.
Shouldn't have stabbed me.
All right. So, while you are doing that, while you're rigging up the trap for the alchemist fire, how would you like to describe that for me? How exactly you want that rigged up?
Yeah, so basically I'm going to use some of my hempen rope, and I'm going to make like a small like basket, and I'm going to just so where from the cabin, is there a hatch like downstairs?
I don't believe so. No, there's not.
Okay, so it's literally just like a box on top,
Yep.
and then the empty deck on the top of the ship.
Yep, and the empty deck's covered in snow, and everything's got like a sheet of ice over it, except for the door for the cabin.
I don't know.
I wonder if we can. Is there a way you can rig it to where when they get in the sleeping bags, it falls on them? That's probably too much, right? They're probably not gonna try to sleep when they find out their dude's missing.
We could rig it to the door so that when they pull the door, it like drops.
Yeah,
like,
but I want them.
swings into them.
I want them like trapped in here. You know what I mean? Can we do it, man? Can your familiar tip something? Ooh, Tomax can tip something over.
So you're just gonna have Tomax like hang out in here.
I could summon him wherever I want. So, ooh, we could do that. We could rig it somewhere like above, kind of make it look like maybe furniture or whatever. And then when they go in, I summon Tomax and he smashes it. What do you think?
Yeah.
And
That's
then that way
probably-
we can wait out. Where's the door? It's only one way in, one way out.
Yeah,
correct,
just
Nick?
just one way in, one way out for normal sized people.
And then we can have your familiar alert us when they come in. That way they don't know where we're at, and we hide below deck. What do you
Yeah,
think?
Yeah, and I'm gonna use the familiar. Yeah, because we're probably gonna be looking for like footprints too. So
I mean, if we beat feet out of here quick enough, the snow might, between the wind and the snow and stuff, it might cover our tracks. And even if not, like, yeah, I think it'll be all right.
yeah, I more meant when they're coming back, we'll be looking because they're probably gonna be invisible as they approach the ship.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. So we'll just have to know when the door opens.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Find Familiar as a ritual if you think we have 10 minutes.
And that would be also be in addition to the time that it takes to set up your trap.
Then I'll set up the trap while he's doing that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to find like one of the shelves, that all this stuff was on and whatnot, and try to position the flask somewhere where it's kind of looks like it blends into the background and whatnot.
Okay.
And
And where are you two gonna hang out?
below deck, I guess, like the nearest door we can find.
Well, there's only the door that goes outside of the cabin, so it's either inside the cabin or outside of the cabin.
Oh, there's no like the ferry
Yeah,
doesn't have like a.
there's not in the cabin at least. There's no hatch to get to like below deck.
Oh yeah. We'll go outside.
Okay. All right. While you guys are getting all that set up, we're going to change scenes to a different location. We're going to be in Bryn Shander now with Cyrus and Gigroth. You guys had just finished up your meeting with Duvessa Shane. What would you like to do? Is there anything else you want to accomplish in Bryn Shander?
Nothing in Bryn Shander.
Okay. So you want to make your way back to Goodmead then?
Correctamundo.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd say so.
All right. So the travel time to Goodmead is 6 hours, but you do have your dog sleds. So as you are leaving the walls of Bryn Shander to the east, you can see approaching on the road. So this would kind of be like afternoon-ish time. If I the sun, there's no sun, right? It's all dark because of the Frostmaiden and everything going on here. But your sense of time would say that this would be like afternoonish time. But
Okay.
up on the road ahead, this is visible. You don't even need to make a check for this. You can see that there are a couple of sleds approaching. And on these sleds are like piles of crates with a big tarp over them tied down. There are few individuals and few people on these sleds bringing this stuff in, and they are approaching Bryn Shander.
Am I able to determine, or does it look familiar?
Make me a perception
like
check. Gigroth, you can make me a perception check as well on this.
All right.
That is a 13.
Okay.
Where is my stinking thing? There it is. I got a 14.
All right. Both of you recognize this. This is most definitely Torg's caravan. Torga Icewind and her caravan.
Oh yeah. Does she appear to have like security with her ever since we killed what's his name?
There is you can make out 3 other individuals with her. The 2 goons that she had last time, and then 1 other.
Okay. And this one other looks new?
Yeah, you do not recognize this other nondescript NPC.
I would say let's go ahead and approach the sled.
Okay. So you want to walk up as they're coming in?
Yeah, I'd like to just to go say hello and be like, "Oh, hi, Torga."
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Just seem like we're friendly patrons, paying a visit. But we all know the real motive.
Okay. All right. So you approach the caravan as they are coming into town. They're starting to slow down as they approach the walls, and you can interact however you would like here.
Okay, so like, have they stopped then, or like we just kind of like?
Yeah. But, I guess when would you like? Would you want to like meet them as they're moving, or you want to wait until they stop outside of Brinchander?
I'll wait until they stop because it seems like that's where they're gonna like set up shop or whatever. I'd say let's wait until there, and then we'll like kind of like, make our way over there.
Okay. Yeah. So you kind of hang out outside the walls, and they pull up, they stop, and you can see the three men hop off of the cart and start unwrapping things and untying and throwing back tarps, and you can see crates all stacked up on top of each other. Torga, you can see her grabbing like these wooden frames where like the canopies would drop from, and she begins to start setting those up outside of Brinchander.
But kind of as we're like still like a little ways away from it, I'll turn it over to Gigroth and say, "Hey, didn't we like leave a lizard or something with them? I don't remember.
Yeah,
My memory's a little foggy on that. What was it yours?
Sebastian. Yeah, Sebastian.
I don't think that was his name. That doesn't sound right. But yeah, do you think he's still there?
I could check.
I mean, yeah, I'll go up there and, well, yeah, I'll go up and talk to Torga and see if you can find him.
And so I guess as we walk up to them, I kind of whisper like, "Sebastian, Sebastian."
So she takes notice of you guys walking up, and she says, sorry. We're just getting everything set up. We'll be open in the morning. Sorry, but shop's closed tonight."
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I was really hoping to do some business with you. I had a few things I really needed to pick up on short notice. So, is there any possible way that I could get them now before you've officially opened up? It would so much appreciate it.
Well, it's gonna take some time to unload the things, but I suppose we could do something. Because this is a special request, I'm gonna have to charge you a little bit more.
Well, I mean, we could help you unload everything and help you get ready. I mean, we're both kind of like hired help anyways. This is sort of our thing.
Okay.
I mean, my buddy over here, and I kind of like point over to Gigroth. No offense to your men or anything, but this guy can outlift most normal humans.
I'll just start like kind of doing that thing with my pecs, like with the thing with.
Start flexing your pec muscles and whatnot.
There you go, flexing my pecs.
Okay. Torga says, "Well, make me a persuasion check there, with advantage, is helped by Gigroth's muscle dance."
The first one is 19.
A 19. Okay.
And 24.
She says, yeah, actually, I think we can do that. Yeah, go ahead. Just and she yells back, "Hey guys, these two are gonna help you out a little bit. Just direct them where you want the stuff to go." And they give a thumbs up, and you can help unload the carts.
Okay, well, I would like to kind of walk over to the carts, and I'd like to see if I can make an investigation check or something to see if I can find Sebastian. I'll kind of reach into the cart, but I'll be looking around to see if I can find Sebastian.
Okay. Yeah. Make me that investigation check.
Oh, that is a dirty 20.
Okay. How would you like to call out for Sebastian?
That is a really good question.
I would think with like my be
I would like to. I don't want to like call out because that's kind of like I feel like that would draw attention and just seem really odd.
Attention.
Yeah, attention. What I'd like to do is I kind of like to just like sort of like use some like my rations out of like my pack or whatever, and kind of like dribble him out there in between the crates to see if I can kind of like get like his attention, or see if I can lure him out, sort of thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So as you're unloading these things and you are searching Cyrus for him, one of the crates, the crate that Gigroth has a pile of furs in it, and underneath one of the furs, there's like the head of a fox, okay, with its fur behind it, and you see as Gigroth is carrying this crate of furs, you can see a little lizard head pop up underneath the head of a fox, so it looks like he's wearing this like cowl of a fox head. He still has
Damn it, I need to steal that.
he still has his sweater on. He's got a cap with a little puffball that has the AI, the Acquisitions Incorporated logo on it, and he says, attention. And he starts looking around.
Hey, long time no see, buddy.
And he gets noticeably excited. Salutations.
Affirmations.
how has my little buddy been?
Are you having this open conversation with this lizard here out in
Right.
the open, or
Sure,
No,
why not?
I'd just be like, it's like, oh, we found our little lizard.
okay, all right. So like you begin this talk, and one of the goons, hey, get that, there he is, get that little guy out of here, and he starts walking over like he's gonna shoo that guy away. He's been causing all sorts of problems for us.
Oh, this guy right here. Well, you know what? That can be how we help you out. We'll go ahead and dispose of this guy, right? We'll get rid of him.
That little thing has been a thorn in our side for the last 7 days, 8 days. You have no idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
just
get
do
rid
it.
of this little bastard.
Yeah, we'll get rid of this little shit. And I look over at Sebastian, but like I kind of smile and like I wink at him.
You turn your head to the side and give a real, yeah, we'll dispose of him. Uh-huh.
Wink.
Yep.
Like, well, hey, but can we go ahead and get that fox fur in that crate?
Sure, yeah. You can have it. Let me get a price here for you. I actually don't know how much this would be. Oh my gosh, true D&D again, looking up information. Okay, expenses, adventuring gear. Bread, loaf, meat, services. I have no idea what this would be under. Trade goods?
I guess that makes sense.
Nope. Tools, armor. I don't know. A gold. So let's say a gold. That sounds like a number.
Sure. I'll that is a number I've heard of.
Okay.
Okay, sure. I'll pay the gold for that.
All right. So you have a white fox's fur.
Yeah, and I want to keep Sebastian wrapped up in it like the cowl, like it was before. I like that a lot, and that'll just be like we'll have to get that sewn to be custom fit for him.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna take Sebastian away here now. All right. What?
Yes.
All right, and have a conversation. So you walk away from the group. I would assume far enough away. There's not like really a ton of like trees or anything around. Maybe a big snow mound, snow drift that you could stand behind or beside, but far enough away that your conversation isn't going to be overheard by the rest of the group. And Sebastian looks up at you, and he says, "Questions? Question?"
Yes, many questions. But what did you find? What did you see?
He's got a very inquisitive look on his face, like he can't understand you.
Oh, of course. How silly of me. Observations?
And he raises a paw and points. Information.
Ooh, information. And I kind of like rub my hands together like, good.
He says, observations, deduction, and he takes his little webbed hand, and he motions back to the cart, and he says, operation, production, unauthorization,
Ooh.
expropriation.
Expropriation. Can you give me further elaboration?
And he puts his hand up to his head and says, deduction, organization, corruption.
Oh. Okay. Gigroth, did you get that?
For sure.
If I had to guess,
And he said,
seems like whatever they're doing, my guess would be, I guess I'll ask him, did you see the Zentarum?
and he looks around, he kind of eyeballs Zentarum. I don't know. That's close enough to something he could understand. And he says,
They're an organization.
confirmation.
Oh, jeez.
Affirmation.
Of course they are.
Interaction.
Exacerbation. Exasperation.
Interaction. Caution.
Sebastian, thank you so much, and I'll give him some of that little nibbles of my rations. That has to be his favorite food, right? Is it ration?
Rations. Yeah, of course.
Well, I feel like you would be most warm if you stay, rolled with Gigroth. You all right with that, Gigroth?
Heck yeah. Come here, little buddy.
Yeah, just
You
make
climb-
sure he has his white fox, cowl.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he climbs down out of your arms, Cyrus, and over up to Gigroth, up his leg, kind of twirls around him, and ends up kind of halfway perching on his shoulder. He nuzzles up against your face a little bit with his new cowl on him.
Yeah, I've got like a disguise kit, so I think I've got like a sewing thing in there. So later we'll have to do that. But for the time being, I think we need to go find more information and perform a little interrogation on this Torga over here. See if we can figure out what they got going on. So Sebastian, I think you'll need to hide in the bag so that they don't see you. Can you perform a little deception? I don't know.
Yeah. And he confirmation, and he do you have a bag or something? Like, what do you have that he could hide in?
Well, I just assume I have like a bag all the time. I assume most of us do.
Sure, just like a pack,
Well-
just like a.
Yeah, Gigroth for sure has like a backpack that
Okay.
he could for sure hide in.
Sure, like
Yeah,
a
that
leather
that
animal
works.
hide pack of some sort.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lizard skin.
No, that would be no good. Okay. Yeah. What would you like to do at this point? Are you going to go back and talk with them, or Did we lose Cyrus?
It looks like he froze.
We might have lost him. Okay. We can come back to you guys in a little bit. Oh, there he is.
I'm back, everybody. Transportation.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll actually pause on you guys for a second. You have Sebastian back. We're going to flip flop scenes again back to Akuma and Zymot for their interrogation.
All right. A couple of things that we wanted to just catch up on. I was reading my Echo, and I actually can only summon it in a place I could see. So we're going to adjust our plan a little bit. And instead, while he is doing the ritual to summon familiar, I'm going to position the flask again somewhere where it looks kind of hidden and whatnot. But I'm also going to take the time to check the room for any more holes and cracks where that other Dwargar tried to run away from and block them.
Okay.
And then do I see any flammable liquids anywhere in this room, like lamp oil or anything like that?
Yeah, there would be a lit lamp that that would be a light source that he was reading his map from within this cabin.
All right. I would like to take that lamp oil and pour some inside the sleeping bags.
Ah, okay.
Just to further escalate the flames whenever it should occur. Akuma, did you want to do your mage hand thing?
Yep. So I can also, once we're below deck, I can control my mage hand if it's within 30 feet of me. So I'm gonna have my mage hand sitting behind this flask, and basically when we hear them walk into the room, we're gonna use mage hand to violently push this flask off the shelf and shatter it in the room.
Nice.
Hopefully on the Dwergers.
Okay.
And my fly is also gonna be like hanging out in the room on the ceiling, keeping an eye on things.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, are you going to interrogate this guy, or are you just kind of standing pat until seeing what happens for the next however long?
Yeah, I don't think I want to interrogate this guy, and then in the middle of it have to go attack these Dwergar. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. How long do we have until the Theance?
I mean, the Theance happens at night. A few hours.
Okay, so you just want to hang out here until like dusk.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And then if that's all right, Nick, are we able to take a short rest?
You can certainly try.
Okay, yeah, we'll guess we'll go ahead and try. One other thing from my own knowledge, if this Dwargar stays like in miniature form, am I able to knock him back unconscious by like thumping him on the like flicking him in the forehead and stuff? Or
sure, yeah, his hit points are low enough to where you can basically keep him unconscious as long as you want.
All right, cool. All right, I guess I could just like push my finger up against his throat or his neck to like knock him out again, like blood clot.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna hang out below deck near the cabin and keep an eye out through the familiar and attempt to take a short rest.
Okay. Before you can complete your short rest, essentially like 10 minutes after you complete all of your preparations, you can both make me a perception check. I should have you do this first.
Kuma is not very perceptive.
Neither am I. 6.
13.
Okay, Akuma, you notice you can see some footprints happening in the snow. You can't discern like how many sets of footprints, but you can definitely see some footprints in the snow approaching the cabin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just to clarify, before I do apologize. Once we're done in the cabin and we're gonna leave, I was gonna make sure the lamp was out, just so they can't have a clear sight of the entire room as soon as they get there.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, so you notice that there are these footprints in the snow walking up to the cabin. This is like this. It interrupts your short rest. This is like 10 minutes after you get all set up.
Okay. Does it seem like, am I noticing any new footsteps or like they go into the cabin?
You're gonna continue watching them as they approach.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you see. Let me get ready here. You can see them as they approach. The door to the cabin opens up. Opens inward.
Do you like want to give it a 5 count, Zymon?
I will prep by the door, and on your signal, I will rush the door. So yeah, I would wait till they go in there and give them a second before they can get their bearing. Let them have it.
Does my familiar see anything from inside the room?
So they enter, and then after a couple of seconds, you can see them come out of invisibility. Then you see 3 fully fleshed out Dwergar inside the cabin now, and one of them looks over and says, "You see one of them say, or hear one of them say, Klaska, I mean, what a terrible day! We couldn't find anything. Couldn't find any Chardolin today." And then, yeah, I know it was pretty bad out there. And then, how about you, Zorblor? Did you come up with anything today? And it's this conversation about talking about how they couldn't find any Chardolin out there today.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and my mage hand's gonna throw the flask of fire at these 3 Dwarger.
Okay.
And then I'm going to burst out from the door that we're at, and I'm going to rush up to the door and jam my glaive into the ground at an angle, post my shoulder and brace myself up against the door to like reinforce the fact that they can't get out.
Ah, okay. So, yes, this door slams shut, and then your mage hand knocks over the alchemist fire, and this whole thing inside just whoosh, just goes up in flames. What I need all of you to do, roll me a we're gonna make this, instead of D4 fire damage, we're gonna make this D6 as aided by your from your the oil from the lantern.
Sweet.
And is it just 1d6 for all of them?
1d6.
All right, that is 5.
Okay.
And what is this 1d6 for how long?
Per round until they put it out.
Okay.
Okay. Now that was your surprise round. Let's get some initiative rolls. That was bad.
I mean, it's got to be better than a 7, right?
It is, but not by much.
17.
Okay.
For Zymot.
All right.
I hope you got a big spell ready in case we have to blast them when we open this door.
So
anyways, I started blasting. Zymot, your turn. You are up.
Yep. I will bonus action second wind to regain some hit points. And yeah, I'm just going to double up, be like, Tomax, help me out here. And just have him, his corporeal self just post up against the door as well, I guess.
All right, so both you and Tomax have your shoulders and weapons just dug into the floor, keeping this door shut. All right, it is the Dwergar's turn. Roll me another D6. Let's get some alchemist fire damage.
Oh,
Billy.
It's getting toasty in here.
3.
Okay. One of them yells out, "Ozzel, get the door!" And he runs up to the door, and he's gonna try and bust it open to try and break out, and is immediately checked by Tomax and Zymot there holding it shut. This is going to be a contested strength check. But Zymot, you will have advantage because both you and Tomax are pushing onto the door.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So it's just a straight strength check, correct?
Yes, this is gonna be strength. Let's do strength athletics. I don't know if you're
Okay.
proficient in that,
Yep.
but that will add a little bit
Yes. Modified 20.
more. Yeah, that beats my 5. So yeah, he gets checked up against the door. Two of them, the other two, or he yells out, "Door's locked! We can't, we're trapped! We can't get out!" One of them is going to try and put out the fire on himself. So that is going to require a dexterity check. A DC 10. 9? Do they have plus dex? They do not, so he does not extinguish it. The other one's going to pull out this giant war pick, and he's going to try and take it. He's going to take it to the wall of the ferry and try and bust open another door. Okay. You can see him chip away at the wall, one of the side walls of the ferry, and you can see a war pick emerge from the wall. It's not a big enough hole, but he's got a start to a hole that he can break out. It is Akuma's turn.
I'm gonna have my fly familiar drop onto the guy with the war pick.
Mm-hmm.
And once he's on him, I'm gonna have my familiar try to shocking grasp him.
Ooh, okay.
Nice. Yeah.
13.
13 does not hit.
Do you have a portent roll?
I mean, it's too late now.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, you have to do it before the roll or before he decides that it hits?
Yeah, before I see the roll.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You could always use this 8 on him though when he goes to make his next check. I don't think I have any bonus actions. Yeah, I don't have anything. So I guess I'm just gonna go brace the door.
Okay, you're going to help out bracing the door. All right, we're back at the top. Zymot.
Okay. So now that Akuma is helping me brace the door, I will special action move Tomax to the opening where that pick is.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as the Dwargar pulls the pick out for another swing, he's gonna ram his glaive right through the hole.
That's such a sick visual. All right, yes. So let's see that attack roll.
All right. Come on. Oh, 10.
Nope, not gonna hit.
Yep, that's fine. Unleash Incarnation. Attack again.
Incarnation.
Incarnation. All right, there we go. 17
That does hit.
for a total of 10 points of piercing damage.
Holy moly! You hear an audible ah as this Dwergar gets hit. Screams something out in Dwarvish. Do either of you understand Dwarvish?
Wait a minute. No.
Okay.
Nope.
You don't know what he says then. It wasn't good.
And then he will move out of just kind of sidestep the hole. So if he decides to look, he can't see him.
Okay. All right. It is now the Dwergar's turn. And you hear one yell out, "Help me out, guys! Help me out!" And then you see in that same spot, you see 3 pickaxes, or you see 3 war picks go and start busting at this wall. And there is now a dwarf-size hole in this wall, and this big gulf of flames kind of shoots out of it as this hole opens up. Roll me another d6 for that fire damage.
Let me just get this cat out of my way.
It's a good luck cat.
It is. That's a 5.
Whoa, okay. All right. So all 3 of them use their movement to get up to the wall and bust open this hole that they could now exit. Akuma, your turn.
Moving How are they all looking at this point?
The two are bloodied, like pretty bad, and
very
one is
badly burnt.
very bad. Yes, very.
Do you think magic missile for guaranteed damage, Zymot, or
I
fireball?
like it. I like it. You get to hit each one individually, right? Like the first one hits, damage happens, then the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can pick off one, and if it's dead, you can move on to the next one. Yeah, magic missile.
Yeah. So aiming at the one who's worse for wear. First missile is going to deal max damage, 5 points.
That's the one that has the most wear.
Yeah.
Brr, they're dead.
All right. So second one is going to go at whichever other one, and that's going to be another max damage, 5. It really is a good luck cat. And then second missile is going to deal 4 points, so 9 points of damage on the second Dwerger.
Okay. They are not dead yet, but they are looking about as bad as the first one was that you killed.
Yeah, and I'm going to like post up like next to the hole. That way I can get an opportunity attack when they come through.
Okay. Zymot, your turn.
All right. Tomax is gonna see one of them he's gonna take his glaive and just kind of backhand through the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I know I've heard about turning a party up, but this is getting out of hand. We're about to burn the roof off this mother. And he is gonna attack for a, gosh darn it, 13?
That is not gonna hit.
Yeah, man.
Tomax isn't
all
having a
right.
good night, is he?
Yeah, no joke. All right. Well, then, apparently he's not used to the heat. Unleash Incarnation for another attack.
Okay.
Nope, that one misses as well. So, yeah, Tomax is just gonna post up on the hole, and
So I imagine
apparently,
the way I'm seeing it is Akuma's on one side of the hole and Tomax is on the other now.
yep, and they. So I heard that they left the. Well, yeah, I could through Tomax. We know that they've left the door, right? Like the door I'm posted up to.
Well, yeah. You know that they've gone to the other side of another side of the cabin and busted open this hole.
Am I able to? Actually, no. I'll just stick to my glaive. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'm good. I'm gonna chill here.
All right. Okay. Dwergar's turn. Let me see that D6.
4.
The one that's badly hurt falls down dead from the fire damage. And then the last one tries to run and bust through uses his movement to dash and try to run through the hole that has been burst open. So that's going to prompt some opportunity attacks.
Hey, leaving so soon? We're just getting started here. 14?
14 does not hit.
Darn it, Tomax. What is wrong with you?
22.
22 does hit.
All right, let's get this dagger damage.
Take him out, bro.
1d4 plus your
5 damage.
That's max
No.
damage for you, isn't it?
I've rolled a lot of max damage on these D4s so far.
They're still alive, but they're
Everything is
stopped right
coming up
between.
Scala.
They're stopped right in between Tomax and Akuma in the just outside the doorway. Okay, Akuma's turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast magic missiles and not even risk letting this guy get away.
He's so dead.
That's my boy.
First one is 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You get 3 bolts at level 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you min damage on all of them, he's fucking dead.
You're my boy, Blue.
6 damage total, 10 damage.
Oh yeah, he's super dead. And these flames are roaring inside of this cabin.
Can I use my I don't know if this works for RP, but my Ray of Frost cantrip to try and like quell these flames so we don't burn the
Ooh.
entire ferry down?
I like
nice.
that. I like that a lot. Absolutely, you can do that. and because of that, I am going to give you inspiration as well.
Boom.
Sean,
Nice.
that's super cool.
Yeah, well done, man. I was just gonna throw snow in there. Good job, bro.
So this ray of frost kind of just like, it's this beam of ice essentially that you kind of point it at the base of the fires, and it quelches it enough to where, you know, it's kind of smoldering, and this cabin is like, it's messed up, right? But these flames aren't roaring so much that it's gonna burn the entire thing down. It's just kind of smoldering right now.
I cannot believe these Dwargar were so rude to try to burn down the ferry. So
Yeah, I know,
characteristic
right?
of them.
Drunk guy from the bar is not going to be very happy with them.
Are you kidding me? He's gonna be happy with us though, because we stopped them from burning down his ferry.
Exactly.
You stopped them from burning down the ferry. You just burned it down yourself instead. He doesn't need to know that.
I know not of what you speak of, DM.
You can
Just
add
really
this to your
quick,
stories, right? Right, Zymot? I remembered this one time where we burned down this building.
Everyone survived. Well, sort of.
Sort of.
Domax, are you okay? You doing okay? Hey, the cold's kind of messing with my grip here. Give me a second, man. It's tropical climate where I'm from. What do you want to do with the bodies, man? Take them as proof. Go back to the inn.
Yeah, let's leave the bodies here, you think? Like, we don't need to take all 3 of them, right? We can always go
Oh.
back to the tavern and, like, let the guy, like, hey, dude, like, you should probably go check out your ferry more often.
Yeah, you're right. Because we got the mage one still alive. So I guess that's proof enough for the town.
Mm,
Because that'll also get the security guard lady on our side, the militia leader. Be
mhm.
like, yo, look, we're cleaning up your town.
Yeah, we should go set up somewhere to interrogate him.
Before we do that, I would like to help you in investigating these charred bodies.
All right, I will investigate some bodies.
Hmm.
It's
Um,
21.
You find a total. Well, let's see. Give me your check.
21 and 16.
You find a total of 17 gold among them. And then each of them has a war pick for a weapon. They're pretty crude, but they're definitely usable. And 2 of them have javelins as well.
Ooh.
You're the missile guy.
Yep. I know. I was gonna switch and throw a spear in their back, but yeah. All right. I'll grab the stuff and things.
You said 17 gold.
You can
Yep.
have 10. I'll take 7 because you did that wicked way of frost thing. So.
I was just gonna say like 8 and 5 silver pieces.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works too. I guess. Boring.
All right. So while you guys go find a place for your interrogation, we're heading back to Bryn Shander with Cyrus and Gigroth.
Yes, indeedly.
Yes. So last time we had just gotten reunited with Sebastian,
Sebastian.
and we were gonna go. That's right. So what I wanted to do was kind of go back there and try and keep rolling with the whole like hired help thing to try and help them out and fish for information, Sean, and see what we can figure out with the Xantarum and Torga.
Okay. Who would you
So,
like to
all right,
interact with,
Gigroth.
and how would you like to do this?
I'd like to go back and because we had told them that we were gonna go dispose of that lizard. It's like go back and make a big deal out of yeah, we took care of that lizard. That thing is not coming back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
And then go back to helping them out with the boxes and everything.
Sure.
It just kind of I like to imagine it as Gigroth is lifting up the heavy boxes. He's lifting 2 crates at a time, and Cyrus is not actually lifting any of the crates. He's just sort of pretending. He just sort of puts his hand up where Gigroth has his crates and is yeah, I'm helping. This is a team lift. But he's not actually doing anything.
Gigroth's doing all of the work. And
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So Torga and the thugs, they're kind of putting you directions. And this place is getting set up pretty quickly. Torga is spending most of her time kind of setting up the like the sales counter, the sales area. While the goons are setting up, the canopies and all the goods, and it's got all the same goods that she's had before. Cutwood, flint, flasks of oil, blankets, furs, rations, some meat, casks of ale.
I would like to say that, like, kind of as we're like working and everything, I'll just like make chit chat with the goons because that's who I assume I'll get the most information out of. I'll
Okay.
just be like, so yeah, what kind of business you guys usually do? Like, who do you usually work with?
What kind of question is that? We work with whoever comes and buys shit from us.
Yeah, okay. Didn't know if you like met anybody cool. Like, do you guys ever like, do you ever get like, say any of the local speakers to like come by? I don't know if you met any local celebrities. I don't know, making conversation. I guess we
Nah.
could look in silence.
Nah,
if you prefer.
no one like that. Pretty much just common folk, travelers coming to and from different places. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. You guys make a decent coin doing this?
It's a living. It's not bad. Torga keeps us well fed and keeps us in bottled ale, so it's not bad.
So what I'd like to do is, because I don't seem to be getting a whole lot of information out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to kind of like as I'm passing by like Gigaroth, like whisper to him like, "Hey, do you think you could maybe like make a distraction or something so that I could try and like pick one of these guys' pockets, see if I can get some information on 'em?"
All right. And I was like, all right, gotcha. And can I make a perception check to see what all is around me in the area?
Yes, absolutely. Please do.
Go here, and where is that darn perception? Nat 20.
Whoa.
Damn.
Okay. All right. So, in addition to all of the goods and things around you, you notice one very, very specific item. That there is a lockbox that Torga is taking and putting underneath the counter, where like the sales counter would be.
Okay.
It looks like a small iron strongbox.
Gotcha. Okay.
I do hope we're on the same page with this.
Well, I'll just mention to Cyrus really quickly, like, hey, I noticed this one thing. And as for a distraction, let me see.
Immediately,
Do
Cyrus is enamored with that lockbox. Cyrus is like, "Yes, I want to. I think that's the ticket right there." need-
Let me see.
I just need you to
in my-
get Torga and the goons away from that, like her stand or whatever.
Right. Okay. Okay. I think I know how I want to play this. So, Gigroth will start getting very sluggish as he walks over to some of the crates, and in this twitching way, he'll look like he's starting to have a seizure. And then he'll
Okay.
just flop all over the crates and everything, and he'll just start going like
Gig-
that.
Okay. All right. So, first off, what what items would you like to spill out all over the place? Like which
Um,
stand are you gonna disrupt by doing this?
the one that looks less costly.
Okay.
Or actually, no.
Like
The one that
specifically,
look.
what items do you want kind
Oh,
of
okay.
strewn about?
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get them towards me and get them away from that stand. So like probably the furthest one away. It doesn't matter exactly what I'm spilling over.
Okay.
I just want to make such a big commotion that all of them just come over running to me, giving Cyrus that chance to go snooping for whatever he wants.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So the next thing I need is a performance check.
No.
Can I like try to help him with this by like, you know, like flipping out like, "Oh my god, he's he's tumbled over. He's having a seizure." Is anybody knowing medicine like really hamming it up? Could I give like him advantage with that?
Sure. Yeah.
So
Alright.
before we make the roll, I hate to interject in your guys' thing. Would I be able to make a portent roll here?
Sure. Yeah.
I would say maybe we want to like hold that off for the sleight of hand check. I know this is metagaming on the lockbox. That might be like the clutch moment there.
Okay, I'll save the 17 then.
All right.
Yeah. So Gigroth, make your performance check with advantage.
Woo! 19.
All right. Yeah. You have gained the attention of all of them.
And I'm gonna really sell it. Like I'm flailing. I'm just like, just the whole shabam.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're flailing, you're twitching, you're throwing your arms. There's stuff in this last crate just kind of like flying everywhere. Furs and blankets just going crazy everywhere. A canopy comes ripping down. You can see one of them go to grab a vial or a I guess it wouldn't be a vial. It would be like a almost like a thin wine bottle, and grabs it off of it, and then one of them he yells out, "Here, this is we can give him this." And then the other one says, "That's no, put that back. That's not gonna work. Those are fake." You overhear that, and then he puts the bottle back. Cyrus, what are you doing? And Torga, yeah, they are thoroughly distracted. All of them are making their way towards Gigroth.
I would like to kind of like slip over towards the stand where Torga had put the lockbox.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully they're all pretty enamored with the performance going on. And I would like to try and slip the lockbox into my my bag.
Sure. So first off, make me a stealth check to see if you do this unseen.
Okay, fingers crossed, folks.
I think that's that. With them
23.
being ooh.
Yes. You are unnoticed. Now make me a sleight of hand dexterity check to see if you can make away with this lockbox.
This might be the portent chance.
You want it?
So if I fail the sleight of hand check, that would most likely alert them to me pulling it, or like I would fail at getting the box.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I mean, yeah, I know I'm metagaming here. Actually, I do have a quick question. Since we're all wearing our cold weather gear,
Yeah.
I didn't get the impression that they recognized us before, like from like our previous interaction with them. So do they really even know who we are, or like have any recognition of us because of the cold weather gear?
Not really. You are random Joe Schmoes
Okay,
who were
if
leaving Bryn Shander and helped out.
If that's the case, then I don't think we need to worry about it. If I fail this, I feel like we can get our way out of here. So I'm gonna try and do it without the portent roll, as greedy as that may be.
Well, because they're being distracted, does he get advantage?
No. but the DC is a little bit easier.
16.
You get it.
Nice.
And did you still want to try to like pickpocket these guys?
No. I think I got the most interesting thing I'm gonna get.
Gotcha.
What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna rush over and to Gigaroth's side, and I'm gonna like kind of look into his bag, and then just like I'll just pull out some like vial or something. Like say he's got like a flask of ale or something, and I'd be like, here's his like medication, and like pretend like I'm administering medication for him for
Sure.
like his condition, and like just be like pour it into his mouth. Say it's just like some ale or something.
Sure. Yeah. Make me a performance check, Cyrus.
Dude, that is a 23.
Okay. Yeah. You sell it. I'll get you, Gigroth. I got you, buddy. And you just pour some booze into his mouth.
Just like, don't die on me, god damn it.
Oh, we lost Gigroth. There he is. Okay. Yeah.
That was a little too real.
Don't die on me, buddy. And Cyrus is pouring booze into your mouth now, Gigroth.
And then so I'm just there like slowly dying, and as it's going into mouth, I'm like like that.
And as you come to, the group and the bandits and Torga, they kind of back off a little bit and kind of give you a little bit of breathing room. You okay, buddy?
I'm just doing that, just silently, like I'm not able to talk. I'm just giving like a yes, no, like whatever.
Okay, he should be fine for now, but I really need to get him back into town to see a medical professional or a doctor. So I think we'll be taking our leave. I need to get him into town.
Yeah. Do what you need to do. Get him out of here. Get him well.
So I'll kind of like, sort of like you're trying to guide your drunk friend out of the bar into the Uber or whatever, and like Gigroth is kind of like leaning on me, and I'm sort of like he's got the one arm around my shoulder. I'm like trying to guide him back into town, and the second we're out of sight of them, we kind of like straighten back our walk back to normal.
You Kaiser Soze it as you're walking,
Exactly.
and then all of a sudden just slowly turn back into
Oh yeah.
and start
Yeah.
strolling normally.
Okay, I've got the image in my head now. Is like we just kind of like all straighten our walk into like basically like a pimp walk. Like we're so fucking proud of ourselves, and like Sebastian, slithers out of the pack back up onto his shoulder. Just knows now's the time. He's also very proud of himself.
I would assume that he would be doing that pimp walk that Bender does from Futurama.
Yeah.
Just, I know, baby.
Sebastian looks at and you guys and says, "Congratulations."
And I just like I high five Gigroth and Sebastian and say, "Collaboration."
Yeah.
And I'm like, Gigroth, you haven't always been the best at performances, but you nailed it back there, buddy. Good job. And I give him like a pat on the back. I might just make a charlatan out of you yet.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't even need that amulet.
Yeah. Oh, what amulet are you talking about? I say as I like. Oh, it's
Don't worry
very
about it.
warm
Don't worry
in here.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Anything you guys would like to do before we head back to Eathsthaven, where the other two are at?
Well, now that we have successfully, like, if we've sort of like have a delayed, like, we've sort of like pissed off two people without them really knowing it. So as I say, now is a good time for us to get out of here
And get back to
head back.
Get back to Goodmead.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
We're booking it now.
All right. Yeah. So you meet up with your dog sleds and everything, and you make it back. You go back to Goodmead. Let's go back to Eathsthaven with Akuma and Zymot. We'll hit you guys up with one last thing before we take our break.
All right, we're gonna make our way back to the inn,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll let the owner know, like, hey, you probably want to make sure that the fairy dude will sober up because we have to update him on some situation, and then we'll get a room.
One, I want to make a clarification: the inn or the tavern, the Wet Trout or the White Lady Inn. The tavern is where the fairy guy was, and then the inn was where Ronaldo was.
Got you.
So we probably need to go back to the inn.
Yeah, let's just go to the end. Yeah, because we could grab Ronaldo too. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we'll head back to the inn.
Okay.
And do you want to grab Ronaldo and see if he has a room that we could borrow since we're gonna have to do the seance this evening anyways?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the gold of these Dwerger will pay for the room anyways.
So the this place is has a few more people in it, just kind of socializing down in the inn's main room. Ronaldo is on stage, playing the same old song, same old song that you all know.
Is the old man's behind the bar?
Yes, the old man is behind the bar, slinging drinks. Every once in a while, grabbing some food from the back for some people. And every time Ronaldo ends his song and starts again. All right, for my next song, I'm gonna play the exact same song again. Here it goes, just like this. And he starts playing it, and the old guy behind the bar just face palming. Oh my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. Just learn another damn song, kid. Ugh.
I'd like to give him like the signal, like kind of walk up to him, while he's doing his thing and be like, hey, we need to talk to you when you're done with this song. Their hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ronaldo gives the nod.
And while he's talking to Ronaldo, I'm gonna hit Bardaban up at the bar and ask him if he's got any open rooms.
Yes. What is this dude's name?
Bardaban, right?
Yeah, Bardaban. You're right.
I actually wrote something down.
I couldn't find it in here. Yeah, Bardaban says, yeah. We've I've got a room for you. What? Just one room?
I'll kind of shoot a sideways glance at Zymot.
Yeah, one room works fine.
Okay, sure. Yeah. How much does a room cost? I think it's a gold. It might be 2. Player's handbook. Let's bring this up. Expenses. Food and lodging. Okay, not that meals, lodging. Okay, not that much. A comfortable room costs 8 silver. So a modest room. It'd probably be 5 silver for the rooms here. No,
Okay.
actually 8 silver. This is a bigger town with more people. 8 silver would be a room.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Yeah, and we'll set up the room and then I'll go ahead and I guess he's still miniature, right?
Yeah, he's still miniature and knocked out.
Okay, I'll take one of the chairs and leave him tied. Oh shoot! I guess if he's, I can't even tie him up to the chair.
I don't know how this actually works in D&D. Like what the correct way to like how
all right.
like
So
how
what
shrinking and whatnot works. But it's way funnier if he just stays small for the interrogation.
Yeah, you're not wrong. All right. So I guess I'll pull up a chair, put him in the middle of the chair, and then do we want to waterboard this guy with like a teacup?
I was gonna say, like, you just like sit there, you just like dunk him in the water. And...
Yeah, we can do that.
Gumdrop buttons.
All All right, I'll do that. I'll get a mug of water and keep that nearby. But then I guess I'll put him in the chair for the time being, and then I guess I'll take some of our rope and tie it in a big loop around the chair and him. That way, in case he pops up, he's still tied up.
Sure.
I don't know. Like
He's
I'm
got-
gonna post up. I'm gonna post up behind this guy anyways. When he comes to, if he freaking like, if he tries to run, I'm just gonna bash him in back of the skull.
Okay.
And then yeah. So Tomax is still there. Tomax is gonna be to one side of him. I'm gonna be behind him. And then I guess when you're ready, Kuma, I'll splash some water on him. I guess.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
You splash some water on him and wakes up. I wish I had a helium balloon because he's small. He has that like really high,
Mhm.
like cartoony voice now.
Mhm.
Where am I? Where am I? Where am I?
Well, that doesn't matter, friend.
Oh,
What are you-
and he finally realizes his situation. Oh shit.
It is not where you are, but where you're going to end up that is important, friend.
So, what are you guys doing here in Easthaven?
And you expect me to just give you an answer to that?
And I just like look at Zyma and then down at the teacup.
Yep. Yep.
Pull him up. Okay. I'll tell you. I'm just out here looking for Chardolin.
All right. Why are you looking for Chardolin?
He says, is it his dad? I'm rounding it up for my father.
So who's your dad?
The great and all-powerful Zardarok.
All right. So what's Zardarok want with Chardolin?
You'll find out soon enough. He's
When he says that, I'll go ahead and dunk him in the teacup again.
okay.
I'm afraid we're going to need a better answer than that, my friend.
He's a dragon.
A dragon?
A dragon made of Chardolin. He's constructing it in the mountains.
And wait. So he's making a dragon out of Chardolin.
That's what I said. Did I stutter?
How does he intend to control said dragon?
He doesn't intend to control it. He's just gonna set it loose upon 10 towns.
And exactly how is it mechanical? Is it magical?
I don't know. I'm just out here looking for stuff.
How
I'll
much
look at-
Chardolin does he need for this?
Oh boy. How would he know? Would he even know that? I don't know. He said just bring it all to him, he said.
How much have you brought to him so far?
Apparently not enough, as I'm still out here working.
I
How
just need a
long-
number.
I don't know.
How long have you been collecting Chardolin for him?
Months and months.
When does Zardarok plan to have this dragon completed?
As soon as possible.
Did he tell us where he was constructing it? Did I miss that? Where is this dragon being constructed at?
Boy, he would not want to give this information up. He would. Oh man, but his situation. Okay, I think he would he would probably refrain and be pretty tight-lipped, and then look over at the glass of water, and then look back over and say, "In the mountains."
All right, what mountains?
The spine of the world.
Okay, well, the spine of the world is pretty big. That's why it's called the spine of the world. Where at in the spine of the world?
Jesus, do I have to spell everything out for you? Where's he
And
starts
at this point, like I'm imagining there's some water drops on the chair from where he's been sitting, and there's
Mhm.
cups. I'm just gonna set my hand on the chair and shocking grasp.
Ooh, okay.
In a non-lethal manner.
Yes, yes, non-lethal.
Lethal, non-lethal. What's the difference?
Information's the difference.
They depend. It's a lumberjack asking.
What's your attack roll?
You. So for the hit.
Yeah, doesn't
12?
shocking grasp require an attack roll?
Yeah. So it's a 12.
Okay, yeah. That's. I'm gonna say that's good enough to hit him. Good enough to hit him in the state that he's in, and he gets shocked a little bit. Is this just meant like as like an intimidation style move, or
Yes.
okay? It's and he starts and he starts patting himself. He says, "Where's my map? Where's my map?"
And I'll like pull out the map he was looking at and hold it up in front of him.
And he like looks at it, looks at you, and he motions you to bring it down closer. He's like, "Can you set it down or something?"
As he's like walking across, he can practically walk across it, like right here.
Yeah, I'll kind of like dry off his chair and set down the map. Is it just a map of Icewind Dale?
Yeah. It's a full map of Icewind Dale, but there are locations marked on it with dwarven writing.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I dry off the chair and set the map down.
Yeah. So he hops on it and he walks into the spine of the world, and there's a location marked in the spine of the world with some writing, and it says he lets you know that it says Zardarok's Fortress there.
And is there other dwarven writing on this map other than what he just pointed out as Zardarok's Fortress?
Yes, it let's see, it marks the location of every 10-town settlement, as well as the location of an outpost that's near Kelvin's Cairn. So if you look at your Icewind Dale map, and I'm actually going to bring that up here for everyone. Kelvin's Cairn, I don't know if anyone can see my cursor, is right here on stream. I really don't know if anyone can see that, but it kind of right in the center of the map, and then there is a Dwergar outpost that is near Kelvin's Cairn.
Okay.
How many ways are there to get into the stronghold in the spine of the world?
Whoop. Where's my button? There it is. I legit don't know that answer. Me the DM doesn't know that answer.
Okay.
I would assume this guy would know the answer.
So get back to us
Yes,
on that.
I will get back to you on that one.
Okay. And then what is your name, friend?
Dearth.
Dearth. Are you able to travel freely between the Dwargar outpost and the spine of the world fortress and whatnot? Or do you require some type of password or entry or check and balance?
Let me find this here.
Akuma, do you have this, like, if you see him, you could disguise self as him, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine to be able to do that as long as the DM's cool with it.
Cool. Cool.
It just fails to hold up to physical inspection.
Yeah, it's fun.
He says he has to travel on foot to get there. He can't like teleport or anything.
Yeah, but like, so just because we're on this thing, are there like guards posted? Like, can he like, do they know him and they will let him through, or does he have to like, you know, like password and challenge and password it type thing? And then I will want to know any like vents or water supplies or back ways into both the outpost and the fortress. And like I said, you could get back to us on that.
He says that there's a very tall staircase that leads to a set of double doors. And that's all I know right now. I can get back to you.
Yeah, it's fine. Akuma, I'll give you the look of the message thing.
Yep. Okay. What you got going on?
So this guy's being kind of helpful. Do we potentially want to leave him alive and maybe sway him to joining our franchise at some later date? And also keep him as a means of information and potentially slowly sway him over?
Keep a diminutive dwarf as a pet.
I mean, the guy's being
Only if
kind
he
of helpful.
stays tiny. We don't want him if he gets any bigger.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably do that, right? You could spell lock him somehow, and then him and Ronaldo can kind of kick it together.
Say, because the other thing is like he's a political fugitive if he's Zardarok's son.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I mean, I feel like there's only upside from keeping this dude alive. It's a little bit of a cumbersome thing, but if we can keep him, maybe talk to the militia leader and have her lock him up for the time being. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. The only other question I have for him right now is where do they plan to launch their attack with this dragon?
Yeah,
And
that,
then
yeah.
Also, what's Zardarok's beef with Levistus?
Yeah, and we're gonna definitely. I mean, I think that dragon is our new issue because if we could cut this off before they. I mean, it's a dragon, dude. Dwarven made or not, it's a dragon. So if we could stop this thing from going live, that would be a huge boon for us.
Yeah, maybe we can like recruit the dragon or something too.
That too.
Oh, I
I
was
do have
getting
I
all
do
that.
have beast talk.
I do have speak with animals. I can persuade this dragon to join our team.
You know how quickly we could ship our goods if we had a dragon transporting them? Like, I'd
That's
be
true.
rich. I mean, we'd be rich.
Not just that, but if we do end up stopping it before it's created, imagine like how much Chardolin it would take to actually create a dragon.
I was gonna say AI would probably be interested in that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So as you two are talking about this, you hear like a very tiny, a hearty chuckle from this dwarf.
What's so funny?
That's no offense to you two, but there is no way in hell, no way in the 9 hells that you would be able to stand up to Zardarok and his fortress.
Speaking of 9 hells, what does Levistus have to do with Zardarok?
Levistus beats me.
Okay, that kind of answers some questions there.
How often does Zardak check on his dragon?
Zar-
Is it in a different location, or does he...
Zardarok works full time in the fortress.
So is he specifically the one that is creating the dragon, or other Dwargar like yourself are making it?
Oh, he has many minions and many followers.
Okay.
Where does he plan to attack with his dragon?
10 towns.
Okay, well, there's 10 towns. Where does he plan on starting?
All of them.
Okay. All of the bases will be his. Got it.
Is there anyone in charge of designing and activating the dragon? A head tinker, if you will.
Zardarok.
Okay. All right. Are there any vulnerabilities to Chardolin?
I do not know. This is him saying that.
Mm-hmm. I'll dunk him again.
I swear, I don't know.
Perception check.
Or an insight check? Roll me an insight.
Oh, insight. 7.
Yeah, you can't get anything from him.
Okay. I think I'm good for right now, man. I can't think of anything.
You just want to put him back in his shoebox.
Yeah. What? One last thing. What goes on at the outpost near Carnival? Oh wait, no. Kieran's Hold. Kelvin's Carn. There we go.
My brother Nildar is in charge of that operation.
And what operation is that?
Well, finding Chardolin out there, of course.
Have you guys done anything else with the Shadowland, or simply devoted all your resources to creating this dragon?
Nothing else. That's our purpose.
Okay.
You're really gonna do this, aren't you? You're gonna try and take on the all-powerful, almighty Zardarok.
No, we wouldn't dream of it, friend.
Well,
And I'll put him back in the box.
No, good, because you'd have to be at least 2 levels higher to try and do that.
So subtle.
I feel personally attacked. This guy's way more insightful than he's leading on. All right, yeah, that's all I got. So I guess we'll chill, order some food, and wait for Ronaldo to show up.
Okay. All right. And with that, at the end of that interrogation, Dirth gets locked in his box again, and we are going to take a quick break here. 10-minute break. Don't go anywhere. Thanks everyone for joining us. Appreciate everyone hanging out. And we will see you all in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. All right, everyone. Welcome back to Bad Rolls, Good Times. Good to see everyone. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, if you are just joining us for the night, we just had Akuma and Zymat interrogate Dirth Sunblight, son to Zardarok Sunblight, who is planning on unleashing a Chardolin dragon from his fortress upon 10 towns for world domination, big baddie, generic, normal schemes, bad guy schemes. All right. So with that, let's flip-flop to the other side. Oh, I see Cyrus is not with us currently. So while we wait for Cyrus to get back and we head to will be Goodmead as Cyrus and Gigroth made their way back to Goodmead, is there anything you want to finish up on Akuma and Zymat before we flip-flop over to Cyrus and Gigroth?
I feel like we're good.
Yeah, good holding point. So.
Okay. All right, Cyrus and Gigroth, 3 hours go by. You make your way back into Goodmead. What would you like to do?
I think
What was the
Cyrus is
plan?
going to check in. Cyrus, or at least my main thing to do is check in with Alavessa.
Mm-hmm. We'll be at the mead hall.
Sort of like
It's pretty late at night, right? Like by the time you get back, we're like well past dinner time. But yes, you could check in with Alavessa.
Sure. Yeah, I guess I'll just go and stop by, just like kind of update her that I'm back. Check in with her about where the other guys went, because I knew they went to Eathsthaven, but I don't think Cyrus and Gigroth knew where they went in Eathsthaven.
Right. Okay, yeah, so Alavessa, as you are approaching the mead hall, you can see her just leaving the mead hall. She's like putting on her cold weather gear to go walk to her house. So you catch her just as she's leaving. Oh, hey, Cyrus, you're back. You and Gigroth are back. Where's the other two? Where's Akuma and Zymat?
We sent them off on some business in Easthaven. I actually thought they maybe had stopped in to check in with you. I guess they haven't?
No, I haven't seen them all day.
Yeah, we ended up splitting up our group since I had some business in Bryn Shander, and they wanted to go check in at with the mead I think they mentioned the mead situation. Did they not stop by to pick up the barrel of mead?
Oh, they did. They did this morning, but since they said that they were going to. I guess she would have known. She would know that they went to Easthaven. They were going to check on the ferry service, which has been out of commission for a while, and we know that. But no, they haven't been back.
Oh. Well then, like what time of day would you say it is?
Evening. Probably like
Evening?
yeah, like 8 at night or something like that by this point.
Okay. It's probably unlikely that we could like make it to Easthaven for this Theance.
Right.
How far is Easthaven? Easthaven with your dog sleds would be like 2 hours to get to Easthaven.
Okay. That's actually not that bad.
So table talk here.
Sure.
I don't want to leave you and Gigroth out of everything happening and want you guys to meet up. If you want out of game here, just because it's so cool for the story, if you guys want to go to Easthaven and come up with your reasons and join up for the seance, I am totally cool with that. I am cool, fitting this story to have that happen.
All right. I think it would be cool to get the party back together anyways. Get the band back together after our hiatus.
Right.
I kind of look over at Alavesa and like, they went to Easthaven. That's not too far by dog sled. Should they not have been back by now?
I mean, if all they were going was to check out the ferry, sell the meat, and come back, yeah, they should have been back by now.
I kind of look at Gigroth and I look up at Gigroth, look back at Alavesa, and I just go, I was really hoping to go to turn in early tonight. All right, Gigroth, I think we're going to Easthaven.
Let's get her done.
Well, hold on. Are they really worth it? Like, if they're dead in a hole somewhere, are they really worth it?
Cyrus, those are our teammates.
I'm kidding. Of course they are. We pack up the dog sleds, maybe grab a ration to go, like a Cliff Bar or something, and just something
Sure.
quick, and then just like get the dogs, fed and watered and on our way out towards Easthaven.
Okay.
Man, Akuma, I feel like we've been really productive today. We've accomplished a lot in our checklist today.
Well, you don't have those slackers from 10 Towns.
Oh yeah, we fiddled around with a dwarf for 2 hours. Yeah, we really productive.
Okay. So all right, Cyrus and Gigroth you guys make your way to Easthaven. Akuma and Zymont, is there anything you'd like to take care of before maybe some teammates arrive in Easthaven?
Do we have time to walk across town to the Wet Trout to inform the dude about his ferry?
Sure.
Or do you think it would be more prudent to take Dearth and hand him over to the City Watch?
I think it would be more prudent to hand Dearth over to the City Watch, and I would also like to take a short rest and maybe grab some dinner. I took a bit of a beating today.
Okay, or we could take a short rest. That also works.
I mean, we can. He's not going anywhere. We got him in the shoebox. It's fine. And like, how much do we trust the militia, right? Because I don't want to leave him with the militia and then we come back and he's either dead or broke out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Like, it sounded like a good... I was just kind of throwing out there spitballing, but, like, I mean, this is a pretty decent asset, right? We've got a decent amount of information from him. A little too early, if you will, right? I feel like this information is slightly over our heads at the moment.
But 2 levels over our head, to be exact.
Oh, it's funny that you would mention that.
That's not even table talk. That's just canon.
Yeah, that is canon. Levels are canon now.
Yeah, we rank human beings by level, and like that determines their status in the world.
I mean, that was in the AI welcome briefing, you know?
Yeah,
Oh, was it really?
you got that in the portfolio.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, beware of magical hands, and you are ranked by levels.
Nice.
We could
So,
always lock him in the castle at Caer Dineval.
oh yeah, yeah, I like that. Put them under our watch. We already know those
Ooh.
guys don't. Well, the only issue is they don't like the Dwargar anyways, so they might just kill him too.
I'm sure I'll have
Fizzlesticks.
a conversation with Levistus at some point.
Okay, all right. We got a plan. So we'll hold
You're
on.
a little too casual about that La Vista shit.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
I mean, you still have message turned on, so I'm still hearing your thoughts, anyways.
Well, let
It's
me
like you just like left your
turn the
walkie-talkie
switch
on.
off.
Somebody's hot micing. It's fine. I mean, you listen. You have me. You listen to me talk to my twin all the time, so it's fine. It's fine.
There's just like some nearby wizard who just got it like tuned in like that same channel for message. He's like, "Whoa, what the?"
It's
you
like a
talking about some
CB
cultist
radio. You can just
Yeah.
hear other people's messages. Tunes into
Yeah.
that frequency.
Just AM message. He's just picking up random.
shit? Oh,
things.
this is all staticky.
Oh my
God,
gosh,
I hate when a new mage learns message. It's so staticky.
that's awesome.
The audio quality is terrible. Like their mic, I mean, their magic is just not nearly as good.
You need to turn up the signal. Learn.
Get a better focus, asshole.
Yeah.
Get premium Wi-Fi, bro.
What are you working with? Thrift shop arcane magic here? Come on
Oh
now,
my
get it.
gosh. All right. Back on track. Okay, so are you want to take your short rest then? Is what I'm hearing?
Yeah, we'll grab some dinner.
Okay. Yeah, get your short rest in if you want to use your hit dice to regain some hit points. I don't know if you gain spell slots back or whatever you do. Make your short rest. And where are you taking that short rest? In your room at the White Lady Inn?
Yes.
Okay. And coincidentally, you take your short rest, and Cyrus and Gigroth, you enter into Eathsthaven, and you make your way to, well, where would you like to make your way to? The inn, or there are a couple of places of interest, in Eathsthaven, as you are aware of. All right, where are you at?
I would assume we definitely asked where the mead was being delivered or where it was business like was being conducted, so we
Sure.
would go to one of those two places.
Okay, there's the White Lady Inn, which is an inn, and then there's the Wet Trout, which is the tavern. The White Lady Inn would be closer when you enter from the east way, when you make your way into town.
If that's closer, then I would say we probably go to that one.
Okay. Yes, you get into the White Lady Inn. It's at this time of night, it's pretty well cleared out, but there's a couple of individuals still in the White Lady Inn. There is a halfling bard plucking away at his fiddle, singing a song about the White Lady's husband who drowned, and for some reason that's unknown, but he had a treasure supposedly that's at the bottom of the lake, and you hearing him singing this pleasant, delightful song. There is a white dragonborn who is behind the counter, most likely the proprietor of this place. That is what you see.
Wow, Gigroth, that song is pretty nice.
It's pretty catchy.
What do you
Yes,
think of it?
It soothes the soul.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
This
just like-
isn't the dragonborn. This is Bardaban. This is Old Man Bardaban,
Oh, okay.
who hates the song.
You know what? I totally believed it because like the white dragonborn being the white lady would have made sense to me.
No, this is Old
But-
Man Bardaban.
Okay. I walk over to the bar. I'm like, man, that bar you got's actually pretty good. Like, he's not bad.
You're joking, right? I have to
No, not at
hear
all.
this same song like 50 fucking times a day. I am so sick of it.
Oh, why don't you ask him to play something else?
You think I haven't tried that? That's all he knows.
Oh.
Is he special?
Oh.
No, I mean, I don't think so.
He looks unique, at least.
That's for sure. Is it what? I'm sorry, I'm Bartaban. What can I get you? We just got some. He says we just got some good mead from Good Mead in today.
And would you have gotten that from? Who were the people that delivered that today?
Must have been.
'Cause that's not suspicious.
Must have been some new delivery guys. There was this. I don't know. This tall human, dark complexion, had a twin with him, and then some tiefling, but with antlers. Some antlered tiefling. Must have been new delivery guys.
Yeah, they sound pretty weird.
You're telling me.
Well, thanks for that. I'll take a shit. I don't know. You got like coffee or tea or something on, like something hot, something because it's cold as hell
Sure.
outside.
I can get you some hot bean water.
Yeah, bean water's perfect.
All
It's
right.
just water with
Water.
beans placed into it. It's not actual coffee.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. He goes in the back. He says, "I'll bring that right out." And for you, big guy,
For me, give me some of that good mead from Good Mead.
can do.
And I just kind of whisper over him like, "Gigroth, we can get this for free."
Yeah, but I
I'm
like
gonna
to
run
help the
some
locals.
scam on this fucking guy.
I didn't say
Like
anything
that.
about a scam. I'm just like, dude, we literally are like, I'm like the head of Good Mead, and he's like, let me buy some Good Mead. Like, dude, you can get this for free. I think we have some
Oh,
in the back of the cart.
I thought you wanted to pull some scam on the bartender and like get it for
Nah,
free from
maybe
him.
later. No, I meant it's because we're like the head of Good Mead, and he's like, oh, let me buy the Good Mead, the thing that we have access to barrels of, back at the
Right.
Back
Good
in
Mead.
your
You gotta,
hometown.
you gotta,
You don't
you
get
gotta, you
high
gotta
off
help
your own
You
supply.
gotta help the local. You gotta help out the locals.
All right. Yep. So he
Oh,
comes
alright,
he
I
comes
get
out with
it.
your
Help out the
drinks.
locals.
He's got this ceramic mug that's steaming hot. There's a dark, very, very dark brown black liquid in there. He says, "Here's your hot bean water," and then he gives you a mug full of Good Mead, Gigroth.
I was like, thanks, bro.
Old man does not. He's not with the slang you kids are running around, slinging these days. Things like
I
bro.
was like,
he just kind of
just,
gives.
appreciate
Alright.
it, my kind sir. Appreciate the good mead.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for the bean water. I say it's like I'm like a fishing out of like a rat or something out of the water. No, but like I'll sip the bean water and I'll ask him. So, did you happen to talk to those two shady individuals from before that dropped off the good mead?
Why?
Why they gotta be shady?
Why do you want to know?
There's some associates of ours.
Really? They show up.
Unfortunately.
They show up earlier today, and now you two just show up out of the blue. You know them?
That would be correct.
Yes,
We're
indeed.
sort of a loosely tied adventuring party. It's a long story.
Make me a persuasion check. Because like that's a really weird situation, right? Where just like party split, they both come in at different. And he's like, "How the hell do you know these two random people that showed up?" Right? Like, and he's not just
I'm
gonna
like-
give away information about his delivery people, right? To two random
Fair
people that
enough.
just showed up. So yeah, make me a
Well,
persuasion
I got
check.
a 15.
Okay. He says, I mean, they're staying here tonight. I'm sure if you stick around long enough, they'll if what you're telling me is true, I'm sure they'll be down at some point. Maybe in the
But
morning.
they're okay as far as you could tell. Like, basically, we were supposed to meet up back with them back in our home base, back in Goodmead, but they didn't show up all day, and they should have been back like hours ago. So we sort of came in to make sure they didn't, get into too much trouble.
The tall guy looked roughed up a little bit, but other than that, They seemed fine.
Well, that's pretty normal. All right, well, if you don't mind, we'll just hang out here until they show back up. Make sure they're
Sure.
still in one piece.
Sure. All right. So you kind of stick around. Kuma, Zymot.
Akuma, I'm going to go downstairs and see if I can find someone to sell these tools, these weapons to.
Okay, I could go for some chowder.
Okay, you guys come down the steps, and lo and behold, your two compatriots are sipping drinks in the hall.
Well, this is a great surprise, friends. What brings you out here?
Oh, you guys, you're still alive. Oh, I never thought I'd say I'm so happy to see you guys.
I mean, are you really?
I mean, yeah, I would kind of prefer it if you guys weren't dead.
It's good to
We
see you.
didn't, we didn't see you back in Goodmead, so we took it upon ourselves to come make sure you hadn't kicked the bucket.
We have a lot to catch you up on.
Yeah, us too. Oh yeah, I'm like going back over like what we have. Like, yeah, we've got a lot to kind of fill each other in on. Can we just like sort of assume we just kind of like tell each other all the stuff that's happened between us on our separate adventures?
So in the middle of all the stuff happening, you guys recanting your tales of what happened to you that day, you hear Ronaldo strike a last chord, and he says, "All right, that's gonna be closing time for me, quitting time for me. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, same song, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for listening." Real quick though, one last thing. For those of you who are joining me for something a little special tonight, I will be up in my room 204, the suite up there, and you guys can all meet me in 1 hour for our special gathering. I bid you all a fine farewell tonight. Thank you. And he hops off the stage and starts walking across the hall and up the stairs to his room.
Do you guys know what that funny little man's talking about?
Something about a Theance.
What's up with that thing with his voice? He sounds weird.
So funny story. We are actually going to partake in this seance.
Is that like a weird deviant act, or like what is that?
Well, actually, you guys would know already because that would have been part of the updating thing when we updated.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, the Theance, of course. Oh, that's referencing the whole story he's repeated about 8 times since we started talking. Okay.
Yeah, Gigroth,
you know what?
Theance. Go ahead.
The seance.
It's all adding up now. So you guys are gonna go participate in that? Well, yeah, let's go check it out.
Okay.
I guess before we head up there, I guess I just want to like pull out the lockbox and show it to them and tell them, about the sort of the situation with the Xantarum and
Yeah, and actually talk this one out, because I would like to hear, as a DM, I want to hear Cyrus's take on the Torga situation. Or I mean, we can do that now, or if you want to save it till, because it's kind of like crit chat out of game style thing. If you want to wait till crit chat to talk about that, you can do that too. Whichever you would prefer.
Yeah, we can wait and we'll do the seance now, so we have time to take care of that before the session ends.
Okay. All right. So you guys are gonna walk upstairs and follow him.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So he makes his way up the stairs, and you go up and follow him. This is now this is probably 10, 11 at night. This is getting real late. There's a couple of other patrons who have followed as well. There are 3 of them exactly. 3 other individuals in this bar who have joined you in going up the steps and outside his room. His door is shut. The door to his room is shut. What would you all like to do? There's people to interact with. There's the door. What would you like to do?
I'll just knock.
Okay. You hear from inside, "Just a minute. It'll be just a few minutes. I gotta get ready here." You hear that from the other side of the door. Okay.
Would you
And
require any
this guy's
assistance?
great.
You call this out to Ronaldo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I assure you that I am fine.
Very well. I will describe the three people.
There is a. Let's see here. There is a woman with long jet black hair. Kind of let's see here. Shorter, full-figured. There is a middle-aged human man as well, who seems very, very eager. And then there is an elderly dwarf as well.
You guys looking forward to the seance?
The man who looks very eager. Oh yeah. This is like my 5th time doing this. It's great. It's so awesome. It's so much fun.
Oh really? What was it like before? Like, do you guys actually see a ghost?
Sometimes not. Do you, like? I don't want to spoil anything because it's so great. This is your guys' first time?
It's mine.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, it is.
I tell you, I don't want to spoil anything for you then. And
I don't believe you could.
and as he says that, the door creaks open a little bit, and you hear Ronaldo. All right, who is ready for the seance? Please join me in my suite here. And he swings the door open, and you can see that there's smoke from like incense burning in this room, and there's this like very strong aroma that's filled this place up. There are multicolored lamps and silks all hanging from the rafters and over the windows. There is it's almost like a beaded, like you see like those beaded doorways. There's one of those when you open the door to his room. There's that like brightly colored beaded doorway behind his door that you have to go through. And then there's lights from candles that illuminate in a circle on a very large throw rug blanket on the ground. And he says, please come in, have a seat around the candles. Please take a seat.
Yeah,
Is all that smoke and candles a fire hazard?
Please don't tell Bartaban. He really doesn't like that much fire in his place. Please don't tell him. Don't tell on me.
Scout's honor.
Okay.
And I'll sit down.
Okay. And you see the guy who's like super eager. He's like, get out of my way, and he like pushes through the crowd, and he plops down, and he sits down cross-legged, at the like where the circle would be. Yes, please just form a circle around the candles for me, please.
I'm gonna avoid wherever that eager dude is. He's a little off-putting.
You want to sit like on the opposite side of him?
Yes.
Before we sit down, I'd like to lean over to Akuma and just let him know that if he would like to cast Detect Magic, it probably wouldn't hurt. And then I'll post. Is there a window?
Yeah, there is a window.
Okay, I'll go ahead and just post Tomax outside the window, hovering in the air, but just kind of like within arms or within attacking distance, but not to make it obvious he's there.
Mm-hmm.
I was imagining that he was like hanging from the windowsill, like he's just outside.
Yeah, all right, we can do that. I mean, I was gonna have them all like pressed up against it, like. But yeah, that's cool. We can.
You
we
can
can
do
have
that too. That was just like the first thing
Oh,
that
yeah,
popped in my
like
mind.
he's
He's like,
hidden,
why do I
peeking
always get the
inside?
shit jobs?
No, I like that where he's up as tight as he can be up against the windowsill, and he's like side-eyed looking in the window.
Yeah, all Mission Impossible style. Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
then
love it.
I'll go ahead and sit down, and I guess I'll sit down across from Ronaldo. That
Okay.
way I have a clear line of sight if I have to take him out.
Okay. Gigroth, Akuma, is there anything you want to do special? Here?
No, I'm just gonna start prepping detect magic once he gets moving.
I don't think for me, I don't feel like Gigroth's much of a a spiritual kind of guy, like in that sense of ghosts and all that whatnot. So Gigroth will probably just like have his back to the wall.
Okay. So he's just gonna lean up against the wall, sort of thing.
Yeah, he's gonna lean up against the wall just to see it.
Ronaldo says to you, you're welcome to just observe if you would like. However, I would really suggest if you want to get the full experience to come down and sit with the group, Mr. Goliath. You're
You'll have
free
to
to do whatever
excuse
you
me.
would like, but I would encourage you to sit with us, please.
You'll have to excuse me. I'd like to observe first. Plus, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And Akuma, anything from you?
Nope, just gonna sit down.
Sit down. Okay. The other two people who are outside join in and sit down. Ronaldo stands up, and he goes over to there's like a sconce on the wall, and he pulls off a robe, this like long white robe, and he puts it on, and it's way too big for him. Like, it is not made for a halfling. It's probably made for like a dwarf or even a smaller human, and he's just like swimming in this robe. And he gets over to the circle. Okay, is everyone ready for this? Now, what I need everyone to do is concentrate. Close your eyes. And
This is so exciting.
he watches down to all of you, and he says, "You really need to concentrate on making contact with the white lady. Please, everyone. Any motions down to all of you. Do all of you? Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna like
Yes.
bow my head and just but I'm gonna be casting detect magic.
Okay. Excellent. And he says, okay, let us begin. O Lady of the Lake, who watcheth us from the lake, come to us in our darkest hour. Tell us what you've seen. And you see him close his eyes, and he's raising his hands up. And he opens one eye, looks around, opens the other eye, looks around. Is it working? Oh, sit, here we go. And you can see his eyes turn this bright white color, and his mouth opens wide and his head jerks back. And in that moment, thick frost begins to form on the windows of this room, and the candles in the circle start extinguishing one by one, and the lamps in the room, the brightly colored lamps, all begin to dim all at the same time. And Ronaldo says, "The light lady reacheth out to us. The spirit is close. I must have you all reach out as well. Please concentrate harder." And now I need all of you to make me a charisma-based persuasion check.
Is this like to be like persuading him how well we're
This is to persuade the white lady to appear and join you.
okay.
17.
Okay.
19.
So it
Yes. Reach out to the white lady.
6.
White lady, come to us. You got a 6? Okay.
Yeah, I got a 6.
That was a 17 for a
Okay. All right. Well, 3 of you passed your check. That, along with the other checks of the group, those of you who open your eyes and can look, can see manifest this ghost of a very, very beautiful woman in a white dress, and she kind of like flutters and dances in the middle of the circle. And Ronaldo says, "Spirit of the White Lady, thank you for coming to us in our time of need. Please, we ask your advice." And then Ronaldo looks down at everyone, and she says, "You may ask her of anything at all, and she will tell you what she knows."
Where is the location of the sunken treasure?
And she says, she kind of swirls around and disappears. And then you hear a knock on the window. And in the frost of the window, you can see written out, it says the lock bottom.
Ronaldo, do you know what this means?
Well, I assume it means the bottom of the lake.
Well, we already knew that. That was kind of pointless. Can you be more specific?
You asked the white lady, can you be more specific?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Sure. And
does,
then
does Tomax see anything?
well, Tomax would see the reverse. Tomax tries to read it from his vantage point, but it's backwards because he's seeing the opposite side of bottom, lock bottom. What does this mean? I don't know. What the hell does this say? Is this some sort of code word? I can't read this.
But he doesn't see anything else outside the window or anything?
No, not at all.
Okay. Yeah, so can you be more specific, my lady?
It says it says then written across, it says written in the frost, it says near the caves, or near caves. It would be a very short answer.
The caves where the knuckleheads went.
Yeah, because they did say that there are caves they like to... Alright, so that we got that answer. How much time before Zadrak's beast is completed?
Ooh,
That's right, white lady. How much you know?
She one of the windows shatters. One of the panes of the window shatters. Oh, she did not like that question. She probably didn't know the answer to that.
Gonna have to pay a fine for that with the whatever his name is downstairs. It's gonna be at least a few gold. That's unfortunate.
What else do we have questions about? We know where the Dwargar are now.
How many towns are the Zentarum operating in?
Ooh, that is a good
When he asked that, I want to go ahead and do an insight check. Or I'm going to look at the other 3 in the room for reactions.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so first off, the answer is you see in the frost a 1 drawn in the window, and then after a second, a 0 drawn next to it.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Casual.
I'm curious how she knew that.
Zamat, give me a perception check. Actually, give me an insight check. That would actually be better.
I'm gonna use a portent roll here. I think I know it seems weird, but we're approaching a long rest anyway, so
Mhm.
you can have a 17.
Yeah, I will take that 17.
The person who is very, very eager, you get a reaction out of him.
Oh yeah, you the man, Akuma.
Can you describe what kind of action or reaction?
He's just like his eyes widen a little bit, and he like is shocked at that question, and you see him get really tight-lipped, like, "Oh."
This is fantastic, Ronaldo.
Does anyone else have any questions? I kind of look around to the rest of the group. To the couple of people we don't know, like that older dwarf and the one woman.
Is Acquisitions Incorporated going to double cross me?
Another window pane shatters.
Oh, son of a.
Poor Ronaldo.
Yeah, does the excited dwarf ask any questions?
No, he does not. The
Flag him for interrogation. I'll use message to Zymat to say that.
none of the other three just kind of seem to be like enthralled with the questions that all of you are asking him. Like they're just kind of enjoying the ride, enjoying along for the ride.
Can I ask out of character real quick, like a little bit, like a brief rundown of the like, because there was something with like the white lady and like, what was it, like her husband like had the treasure?
Yeah.
she drowned his
The white
ass.
lady's husband was a miser who kept his treasure heavy in a locked chest that never left his side. And something to do with that, either seeing his dead wife or because the chest was heavy, capsized his boat and he sunk to the bottom of the lake, and that is supposedly where his treasure is now. That is what you know about that's what Ronaldo sang about in his song.
Okay. I guess I'll ask, how do we open the treasure chest? Because it's a chest, right? Is that established anywhere, or am I assuming that?
Yeah, we've established that is a real thing because she told you where it was.
Okay. How do we open the treasure chest? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Let's see here. Ooh. It says in the window panes, it says Maud knows.
Maud.
Is that a name we know?
It is not.
Is the crew of the bunch of knuckleheads still alive?
Let's see here. The answer to that is no. You see written in the window pane is no. There is one window pane left that has been untouched.
Once we break all the windows, we're out of questions.
I'll wait. Does anyone have anything to ask? All right, sweet.
You know
with-
what? I have one question. It said near the caves is where the chest is. I was just gonna. I guess I was thinking it was in the caves, and I was gonna ask like, what's in the caves?
Says Maud is.
Oh, well that's
Okay.
And
that's
then
convenient.
and then with that question, with the answer to that question, a wind comes sweeping through the room. The candles all light up again. The brightly colored lanterns, they illuminate a little bit more, and then the white lady who forms again in the middle, you can see her dissipate. And then as the light comes up, Ronaldo from his position leans back up and says, "Wow, that was fun, wasn't it?"
Yes, that was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that was a good one, guys. Good job.
No, thank you. You did
Oh,
a phenomenal job.
Oh, thank you for joining
you
me. I
really
couldn't
did,
have done it
bud.
without you guys. I tell you.
As I'm speaking this, I'm slowly getting up and making my way towards the door ahead of everybody else.
Okay. And Ronaldo says, we do this thing every single night as long as there's enough people. So please feel free to join me again, everyone. Thank you so much. Now, if you don't mind, this takes a whole lot out of me. I really got to get some sleep.
Did my
I
detect
understand.
magic like ever show anything around him or anything as he was like doing this and like
Yeah,
peeking his eye?
pretty much the whole area that the séance was taking place, especially Ronaldo himself, and obviously the white lady was very, very magical. You didn't get anything from the individuals who were there, but yeah, this whole situation was very magical, and it would be I guess conjuration.
Okay.
All right, I would like to I'm just gonna post up just outside the room. And
Okay.
I'm gonna move Tomac to the other side of the hallway, and I'm just gonna, wait for old super excited dude to,
Mm-hmm.
make it out the doorway. And I'm gonna casually place a hand over him and ask him if I may have a word. And the moment he tries to struggle, I'll go ahead and try to grapple him.
So so everyone exits the room, and Ronaldo, thanks again, thanks everyone. All right, I'll see, same time, same place tomorrow. I will see you all. Get a good night's rest. Thank you. And as they exit, and this person is the last one in line, and you're like, whoa there, buddy. Hold on a second. He takes a big gulp and says, "What's up?"
Oh, you seem like a veteran of these things. And after my first one, I was super excited about this. So I would love to pick your brain about some of the other experiences you had, if you do not mind.
Sure. I guess. Yeah. I can do that. What do you want to know?
Oh, please, let's go to my room. I'm sure my friends would absolutely love to get insight on this.
And he says,
Right this way. Would you like anything to drink?
I'm
They make a mean bean water.
I'm good. Thanks. But I'm good.
Okay, good, excellent. I'll wait for the rest of the party to get in the room.
Okay.
We'll follow
and,
in.
Yeah, and I mean, because you messaged me, right, Akuma?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Akuma knows what's up. So yeah, once I close the door, I'll be like, please have a seat, and I will post up. I'll post up in the doorway.
Okay. And he's like he's doesn't really fully understand what's going on, but based on your the way you've approached him and everything, he's fairly compliant here. And
Sweet,
he
awesome.
takes a seat.
So-
What's this about? What do you want to know?
So how long have you been doing this seances? Excuse me.
Oh, I've done multiples of them. I try to catch them as many as I can. Maybe a couple of months now.
Oh, what's the most interesting question you've had answered?
Well, nothing nearly as interesting as the question you guys has asked tonight.
Oh, really? Which question is that?
Well, I never knew anything about someone named Maud.
Oh, really? They're not like a town keeper or anything of the sort?
No one I know.
You
That's so
also
in-
didn't answer a question.
I'm sorry. What didn't I answer?
Well, we asked, what was the most interesting thing, and you answered that question with another question.
Oh, I'm saying the question that got answered tonight about and learning about Maud. That's definitely the most interesting that
Oh,
I've
really?
heard.
It sounded really, really interesting, especially finding out that she's not even a local townsfolk or something. That's pretty crazy. Makes you really want to go searching for Maud in those caves.
And actually, Gigroth, you're better at intimidation, so I'll stand back the door.
This is,
I'll still
I-
stay
I'm-
by the door.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to ask, but what's all this about? I really have got to get to bed. I'd love to sit and chat with you guys, but maybe we can talk tomorrow.
Just
And
one more
he starts to
question.
stand up.
I'll go ahead and
And
go ahead,
sorry.
Gigroth. No, after you, Gigroth.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna go ahead and kind of move in, kind of like shrug my shoulders. I think you should sit back down.
Make me a intimidation check.
Yes, indeedly.
I'm just imagining that this is where Sebastian pops up on his shoulder, also with angry eyes, helping him out.
Intimidation.
Damn. 7, unfortunately. Yes, damn it, Dick
I mean, he takes a look at your imposing figure and he says, "No, if you don't mind, I would standing here feels more comfortable to me."
Oh yes, please. Just so one thing that seemed more exciting to us than I think even about the mod is the interest in the fact that the Zentarum are in all 10 towns. You
Yeah,
would happen to
that was pretty crazy. Why did you guys ask that question?
Can I make a quick insight check? I just want to see what I guess I'm not sure how to phrase this. Is what seems to be kind of his tone in saying that? Is he saying that as a legitimate question of does he seem legitimately surprised about the Xantarum being in 10 towns?
Go ahead and make me an insight check.
That's a 10.
Okay. You can tell that he's not surprised about the Zentarum being in 10 towns, but he is surprised about you asking that question.
Okay.
you seem to have a bit of familiarization with them.
They're a very infamous organization. Who doesn't have familiarity with them?
And are you aware of what exactly they are doing here?
If they're here, I can only imagine that it's trying to gain their reach and power, and same thing they do everywhere.
I would like to. Do I get the impression that his statement is masking something?
Make me that insight check.
Okay. Oh yeah, 19.
So as far as the specific answer to your question, everything seems copacetic there. Like everything's good. Like that's
So
what
his if they're here.
if they're here,
knowing that they're
his guess of what they're doing in 10 towns seems to be 100% legit. But there is very clearly information that he is withholding.
So how long have you been working with the Zentarum?
Whoa, buddy, whoa. No. I am most definitely not working with them.
So what's your connection to them then?
I don't know. I don't know what you're getting at here. I don't know what you're insinuating, but I for one do not like where this conversation is going in it, and I will have to bid you all a fine farewell. And he forcefully starts taking steps towards the doorway.
I post up by the door. I do not move.
Please, this is not correct, or how you should be treating someone. I must get to my room, so please excuse me, sir.
Allow me to elaborate. We are here to bring joy, prosperous, and freedom to 10 towns across this gloomy, desolate cold that is chilling everyone. If you are innocent, then you have nothing to fear from us, but the information you possess could prove to help us in our attempts to free 10 towns. So now is not quite the time to be tight-lipped, if you will. If not, my short-tempered friend here, Gigaroth, may, how you say, lose his temper?
Oh, this should be so good to have like brass knuckles at this point.
Gigroth starts cracking his knuckles. Every single knuckle cracks. You just hear like 30 different cracks as he's doing his knuckles. Yes.
He cracks the same fingers twice.
He's like, and then.
Yes. Make me that intimidation check now. With advantage.
You serious? It closed everything out. Great. All right, give me 1 sec.
Sebastian is looking especially fierce with that
the wolf
fox
cowl
cloak or whatever.
The fox cowl.
Used both your portent rolls, right, Akuma?
No, I've got an 8 I'm sitting on.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Where is my intimidation? So here's the first one. Oh, I shouldn't even need a roll anymore. That's a nat 20 plus 2.
Jeez. Oh, he's scared
First roll.
shitless. Okay, what I mean, yeah, I've worked with them a little bit. What I mean, please just don't hurt me, man. Seriously, I promise. What do you want to know? What do you?
We will make
You're
this.
just gonna start foaming at the mouth.
We will make this as easy on you as possible, friend. We really appreciate your cooperation. A.
Yeah.
Of course you
Who
do.
in this town works for the who is your point of contact with the Zentarum? B. What is their goal here in town? C. Are you going to continue working with them or contact them? And then I don't know. I don't have any more questions.
He says the traveling lady, the traveling merchant. What's Targa? She's my contact. She's who I talk to. I swear, all I do is tell her. I just tell her what's going on around here. That's it. That's it. If I hear any rumors, if I hear anything, that I just tell her. That's it.
So so is she a direct member of the Xantarum then?
I mean, I don't know. The Zentarum work in really weird ways. I just tell her the information, and I don't know what she does with it, but she does something with it.
What kind of information have you given her?
I don't know. Just things I find out from the White Lady, rumors I hear in the taverns, just anything. I don't know what the Zents do with it, but I just tell them.
Has anyone gone missing or been replaced in any positions of power?
No, not in Eathsthaven.
And how long has the captain of the militia been in her position?
A very long time. Imdra, Captain Arlagath is a very, very respected member of Eathsthaven.
All right, I'm good, guys.
Well, we can't give him back to the Zentarum after he's seen us.
I have an interesting idea.
I mean, we got a 20. We got a 20 on that. He's kind of pooping himself. We could be like, yo, bro.
Can I just go to bed, man? I promise I won't tell anyone about this.
Cyrus is gonna kind of interject and put like his hand on like his shoulder and sort of be like the good cop to Gigroth's bad cop. Be like, hey, buddy,
Yeah.
we're just gonna we could all be chill here. Just sit back, sip a little bean water, and everything will be just fine. Here's the thing, though, is obviously we can't.
from a box, from a little box, you can hear, "Don't listen to him."
Wait, what?
You
From a little boy.
from a box sitting in the
Wait.
room. Don't
Wait.
listen to him.
Wait, the
don't,
lockbox?
don't believe him.
I'm gonna walk over to the box and shake it a little bit. And back on the night.
Wait, is it the lockbox or what?
No.
No,
It's
it's the box that we have the dwarf in, the Dwargar. We told you about it.
Oh,
We told
okay.
you know what's up. We told you.
Okay, it's kind of funny. Or Cyrus doesn't know. Just like I'm gonna use prestidigitation to play like some ambient music or something to try and cover it up.
okay. No, sorry. Continue, Cyrus.
Okay, and be like, hey, buddy, yeah, we're just gonna sit here and relax, and we'll all be good, and you can be just fine and safe on your merry way, and Gigroth won't have to, break you from the waist down. Everything will be just fine. But the thing is, we obviously can't let you go back to Torgo with this information about the treasure or about the fact that we asked. So perhaps we could work out something that's a little more mutually beneficial for, you and us. How does that sound?
Sure. What do you want? What do you want? I
I think it would work out best for everyone involved. Obviously, Torgo wants her information, so why don't you go feed her some, not necessarily lies, just some slightly strayed truths.
And Sebastian says disinformation.
Bingo. And so I kind of want to give him a list of basically similar details to what we have, but just reworked to be completely wrong. Oh, we found out where the treasure is, and it's often I don't know, tell him it's up in the mountain of the world, or not in the mountain of the world, but somewhere in town. I don't know where, because I don't know this town very well. That's completely separate from the caves. I just kind of want to do that sort of thing and give complete misinformation to everything. Obviously, you can't say that anyone asked about the Xantarum. That's the big one, is about the treasure.
That's good. I love it. Yeah,
My
yeah,
only thing, I apologize, I don't mean to metagame, but my only thing is that if he easily told us through all this information through intimidation, I feel like they would do the exact same thing.
Oh, did we lose him?
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay,
we lost
yeah,
him.
he's gone. So whatever this dwarf's name is, because I have a goldfish memory.
There you go.
Do you have family?
He
here
hasn't.
in
He
Eathsthaven?
hasn't said his name yet.
Okay, so dwarf, what is your family name?
My family name? Oh God damn it! You're gonna make me make up something here, aren't you? Where's my PHB? Oh, this is a human, not a dwarf.
Oh, it's a human? I thought he was the dwarf.
No, this is a human. I don't have my PHB here. Let's pull it up on D&D Beyond. Race dwarf.
You said he's a human.
I did say he was a human. Damn it.
I'm messing you up.
Let's
Sorry, I just read
see.
Twitch chat. It's great.
Let's go with Marsk. Marsk.
Okay, Mars. Do you have
That's
family
the
here in
family.
Easthaven?
No, I don't. I came up here to pursue my own needs, pursue my own plans.
So where's your
And-
family from?
I fail to see how this is relevant, but they are from. They're from. Northwest Faerun. He's Damarin.
Okay. Hey, Zymot, can you pull out your little message sheet and make sure our friends know that they need to start looking for the family of Mars?
You guys are fucking evil, man.
Yes, of course. It would be my pleasure, friend. One moment. Also, Crawler, Gigrath says hello. So I'll begin. I'll pull out the sheet and I'll pretend to write what he's saying,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Gigrath says hello to Crawler, and we also need a submersible beholder submarine."
Okay. You get. Let's see. What emoji are you gonna get back this time? It's not a thumbs up. What would be a good emoji here that you get back?
The okay.
Yep. You get the okay sign.
I feel personally attacked.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Marsk is his family name.
You know what? Why not? Yeah. Can you check up? We need a background check on a Marsk family. I'll throw that in there as well.
Yeah.
Why not?
So just so you know, Marsk, if you cross us, we will find your family, and well, you can fill in the blanks.
I'm starting to think maybe the Zentarum are the good people.
Oh.
Just imagine what the Zentarum would do to you if they found out about this conversation.
Fair enough.
Conversation.
Yes, they would be far less likely than us to negotiate with you, whereas we're giving you that opportunity.
Mm-hmm. He just solemnly nods his head.
Clearly not buying it at all.
Oh, he's like you guys have like scared him, so yeah, he's buying it.
Sweet, I'm good if you guys are.
Yeah, I'm good with him. If you guys would want to release him rather than kill him.
It's probably risky, but I'm okay with that. But
riskier
I'll
than
kind
just
of
killing him.
Right before we release him, I'll just have Gigroth say, "Oh, and by the way, my nickname is the Wrist Taker, so I hope you like living life without hands."
Please, I would much prefer to keep my limbs, if at all possible.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm tired, guys. So
You know
I think we also can get some rest.
So you gonna let him go now?
Yeah, I'm good if you guys are.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And that is where we will end our session tonight. Everyone goes and you guys get your long rest in tonight. Cyrus,
finally
with your long rest, you gain back or you lose 1 level of exhaustion, not 2.
hooray!
So it'll take another long rest to get rid of that last one. But you gain the benefits of a long rest and lose that level of exhaustion. Okay.
That's awesome.
That is going to be it for the night as far as the session goes. But again, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back after 5 minutes, a 5-minute break, and for Crit Chat. So if anyone in the chat has any questions for the group, you want to interact, you want to talk with myself, the group as a whole, or any one of the players, now's the chance to do that. Get those questions ready, and we will be back in 5 minutes, everyone. Thank you very, very much for joining you. We'll see you in just.
So, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to go there, like, I'll break your kid's wrists or some shit like that.
All right, we are back. Whoa, man, that was a fun session too. These sessions keep getting better and better and better.
Yeah, that was a great time.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys had fun or not, but that was awesome for me.
Nah, Nick, I'm sick of this shit.
it was great for me. Was it good for you too, man?
Not a conversation I've ever had before.
The seance. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love the seance. And it's so cool because you guys can do it again if you want. If you like want to go back and get more information, like the Theance is just always something you can do with Ronaldo. I was looking forward to this since session 1 because Eathsthaven is like just like the coolest town in 10 towns. There's so much cool shit you can do, and you just like opening up the door for it. I'm excited of where this is gonna go.
Did you have his voice planned out for Ronaldo all the way back from session 1? That he was just going to be Jeff? From
No.
acting?
I have like several voices planned out that I want to use just because they're fun voices to do. And the Jeff voice, the Acquisitions Incorporated Jeff voice was one of them. I didn't know who was going to get it. And then I decided to put it on Ronaldo. Basically once I figured out that there was a chance that you guys could end up going to Eathsthaven, I decided, oh yeah, that's got to go to Ronaldo. Like that's just way too perfect for him. And so that's when I decided.
It's officially been called a spirit orgy in chat.
Yes, yeah, I saw
What
that.
a spirit orgy! What you? Momo,
Yeah,
what's up, Momo?
I can do this. I can do this because Gigroth's back was to the wall, so I can do this.
Gigroth did not participate in the spirit orgy.
And I did not see the white lady, so I'm not, I wasn't part of it. Wasn't part of it.
Speaking of chat, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Garfield the Human. Thank you very, very much for the follow and being here tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoyed watching us. So, thank you very, very, very much for that. Yeah, I don't know. What were your guys' favorite part? There's a lot that happened between last session and this session. It's good to have the group back together. I'm happy for that. Even though we definitely like table talked it and whatnot, but I don't care. It's a good story. Bringing you guys back together.
For sure. I think
I was
one of my
happy to
favorite.
get... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. No, just I think my favorite part was the fact that Gigroth was able to perform so well on that whole seizure thing. I think that was my favorite part because I never ever wrote anything good on performances.
Gigroth's distraction.
Distraction.
that was great.
Yeah, I was gonna say that whole like bit there. I like that a lot. Especially getting back Sebastian. I didn't realize how much I had missed him until he was back, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, I love him. He's such a fun personality to have. And now he's
I need to expand my vocabulary so he can communicate with you guys more. Communication. He can have better communication.
Hey, like you were sitting there having like the rundown conversation about Torga being Zentarum, and I was like, man, how long have you been working on this conversation?
I had all those words picked out about 3 weeks ago for this conversation.
That took a little bit of prep work.
A little bit. Combing through lists, literal Google search. I've got a tab bookmarked. Words that end in shun. And I just scrolling through it and looking for words that I could fit in there. Zymot. I gotta give you a word here. I was talking with my mom, who's an avid watcher of the show.
Hi, Mom.
Which is super cool. Mom Roush 1, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, I like it.
She loves your shoulders, your pauldrons. She said, she's like, I was talking earlier week. She said, I'm so glad that he wore them last session. It was so great. I love seeing them. So
yeah,
she's a big fan of them. She's a
sweet.
Huge fan.
I'll make sure to wear them more often.
Chat.
For sure. Thank you.
No. Chat. If anyone has any questions for the group, comments, anything like that, we'd love to hear from you. We love interacting with the chat. Also, be sure to check out our YouTube if you need to catch back episodes. You can find them on our YouTube channel. Just ! YouTube in chat. We'll get them. You can join our Discord and interact with us there. Just all sorts of cool things for interacting with the group. We tabled something with you, Cyrus. We said we were going to talk about it in crit chat.
I think it mostly got addressed and will be further addressed with the fact that it got brought up with the fact that Torga is connected with the Xantarum.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, since like we got that lockbox, and we kind of got that information from Sebastian about that. I was gonna like talk with them about it and kind of get like my general impression of like, just kind of curious to see how much connection she had, and we were gonna maybe like when we get some time, take like tinker with that box and see if we could get it open.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But other than that, I don't think we really had much, and that kind of got addressed with the guy giving us the information. Oh yeah, Torga, she's my contact. Like, oh okay, never mind. That's mystery solved.
You guys never got his name either. Like his first
Who?
name.
Oh, it's Marsk, not his.
No, that's his family
his
name.
first name?
That's his last name.
Oh,
You guys want to know?
okay. Sure.
Yes.
It's Rardar.
Sure.
Rardar.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Does that ring a bell at all? That is a
it
name you guys
does.
know.
I'm pretty sure it's Generation 2 of Pokemon, like Gold and Silver.
I
I summon Rardar.
I don't have it in my notes, but it sounds familiar. But for some reason, it just sounds like a Dragonborn's name.
I would assume you have it in your notes somewhere.
My notes maybe aren't that good. Wait, was he one of the targets for the killer?
He was.
Oh.
That would be going way back then.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a fisherman in Eathsthaven. Huh.
I mean, I don't know what you can do with that information. Like, you've gotten pretty much everything out of him, but that could have come up earlier in the session, which would have maybe like given you a little bit of a clue as to like connections there and things like that. I don't know if it's relevant at this point now, given the information that you've gotten out of him, but
Information.
yeah, information. That's just a nice little tidbit tying some things together there.
Well, not only that, but like so Torga working for the Zentarum. Also, so that means the White Lady had placed whatever the dude's name was that I can't remember anymore that we murdered.
Sethic?
Yeah, Sethic. Like, so she had placed somebody under her control, like to follow around the Zentarum.
Oh, the Frostmaiden did. Mhm.
Yeah. So like the Frostmaiden, and I'd imagine the Frostmaiden would have to know, not that we know much about the Frostmaiden yet, but the Frostmaiden had hired muscle to this Zent.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe I'm reading too far into that. Maybe it was just like he's supposed to keep an eye on her, because I mean that's the other thing. So like this Rardar was on Sethic's murder list.
Yeah, and
that was also Torga's point of contact.
But we also realized that Sethic was working for the Ice Maiden, not necessarily Targa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Is so
Yeah.
like the Frostmaiden placed an underling to follow the Zent around essentially.
Okay.
So
I think I see what you're saying now.
And then Easthaven, they sacrifice people, right?
that is correct.
So it's
They have a lot more people to spare, so it's okay.
So Rardar, what is he? How is he dodging? So that does lead to more questions of how is he dodging the draft?
Yep. Sure.
Do you
I don't
think
know.
he could
Am
be
I
getting
going
money
too deep?
from the? You think he could be getting money from the Zentarum?
I imagine they have to be paying him for his services somehow.
I don't know. He was pretty intimidated. So I feel like if there was any other connections, he would have told us just to take the blame away from him. You know?
Yeah. It makes me a little less excited to go back or to talk to Indra. Just
Fair.
because we don't know how deeply she's in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, who's Indra?
The captain of the watch here in Easthaven, or the militia.
Did we get the vibe that she's part of the Zentarum as well?
Not necessarily. I didn't.
Oh, okay. I didn't know because I felt like I missed a detail or two while we were
I do-
talking.
I do think I want to say we got the vibe that she was corrupt, or not. I can't remember if it was she or he, but that they were corrupt.
That Imdra was, that the captain was.
Yeah, they were
Not-
corrupt.
Not the ones in Targos, the ones here in Easthaven you're talking about, right?
No, I thought
Yeah.
you said she
Or-
was. She's been here before, like any of this Zentarum stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah, Bryn Shander is the one where we know for a fact that the militia and the speaker are 100% controlled by the Zent.
No, Targos is the one where you know 100%.
Oh, it's Targos, not
Yep.
Bryn Shander.
Yep.
Oh, that because Bryn Shander is Duvessa.
Yep. you gotta get your Always Sunny in Philadelphia with behind you and going crazy with the red lines and red yarn drawing from this connection to this connection. You gotta get that meme
That would
going
make this
about
a
it.
lot easier.
I just get a whiteboard back here so I can just.
That's what I got. That's what I got. I got my whiteboard here. It's just a calendar right now of everything going on in 10 Towns, which I will have to mark off another day.
How close
Maybe
are
we-
we to the next meeting of the speakers?
15 days.
Dude, that's plenty of time. We're good.
So much can happen.
And 10 days or 11 days from Sacrifice Night. So,
I feel like that's an event, Sacrifice Night.
Yeah,
Dude, you got to make a party out of it to sort of soften the blow of the fact that you just killed one of your local community members. Just like, yeah, everyone's gonna get drunk and have a great time. And
oh, sorry, Bob, you got to go out.
oh, did it have to be Bob, our baker? Ah, who's gonna make bread now? If Bob the baker doesn't show up in the next session, I'm gonna
Yeah, let me
fucking riot.
let me
Riot.
write this down. Bob the baker.
He's just a really nice guy. Like that's his only character trait is that he's just really nice
He's
and
just-
everyone likes him.
Yeah, everyone
likes
loves
him.
him. Right? Like there's some town meeting and he brings donuts to the meeting with him.
Yes.
Hey everyone, come on and get some food. Ah shit, I lost the lottery. Ah, damn it.
He's not even like really upset, like fuck you guys. He's just like, oh man,
Ah, man.
bad luck, I guess. And then he just kind
Kinda
of
like-
takes it on the chin. I like that.
Right? He's like,
He
you know
takes
what?
it-
Better me than you guys.
Takes it all in stride. Oh my gosh, he's gonna go out in the wilderness and die for the Frostmaiden. Well, I guess it was my time. It was my calling.
I left you all donuts over at the shop. You know, go for a frenzy.
No, I should live somewhere else. Gosh darn, I had the chance to move.
I'm gonna leave this store to my son Bobby. He's like, whatever, Dad. I don't want to be a baker. I want to be a fry cook. They're completely
got this-
different.
You got this whole lore about Bob the Baker now. Oh, and I just
Bob the
got done
Baker-
paying off my car.
It was like,
Damn
oh
it.
man.
And I
Just got
just
done
got this
souping
new.
up my cart.
I just got this new furnace installed. You know, I was gonna start buying higher quality flour.
Oh man, I guess I gotta go die now. See you later, guys.
You gotta take care of the store, Bobby. It's like, no, Dad.
Tough life we live, man.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
she still leaves behind Junior.
Yep. Bob Jr.
Bob Jr.
Bob Jr.
Lil Bobby.
Yeah, little Bobby.
I'm legally changing my name to Billy because I don't respect you.
Oh my gosh, my character from Akuma's one shot, Rob.
Rob, there you go.
Oh,
It's
that'd
Rob
be
living in
great.
his dad's basement, living in his
Oh, man.
basement.
Oh, man.
emo kid Rob. Oh my
Dude,
gosh,
yeah,
sorry.
it's-
That's
son
a
is Rob.
super deep cut for everyone watching. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about, Nick? Like, who's this
This is
Rob
all-
character?
It's all, in all fairness, this is all nonsense right now.
This is canon.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
just-
canon now.
okay.
This is
Is
Perfect.
canon?
this is canon.
Wait,
now.
but what about the wife? Well, you know, we got the father, the son. What about the wife?
Bob the wife?
Oh, no,
Bob the wife?
Bob the wife.
She also has a
Or
mustache.
Boba the wife. Boba.
All right.
Bobella.
It's just
Things got out of hand.
This is turned. All right. Let's bring it back. All right. I think.
okay.
Does anyone else have anything for us tonight, either from chat or you guys? Because I think that's it. We've pretty much talked everything out. Right? Good session.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next one. So, I guess where do you think you guys are going next? Exploring the cave? Are you gonna like follow the Zent leads?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's underlying like urgency to stop the dragon from being made, but obviously
yeah.
we're gonna hold off on that one. So it's probably just gonna deal with the cave nearby, since that's kind of like our best lead right now, I would
Sure.
think.
I totally forgot about this until now. But that the time that we did spend in Goodmead, I totally forgot about the woman that I had took in.
Yeah, she's.
So
things
so
have
I'd
happened.
like-
Things have happened. Yeah, you just kind of left
Yeah.
her.
So I would like to think that I kind of left her with like a foil hat, to like this should block out the signal.
She's going
Like one of
She's
those-
going super crazy.
It's not helping at all. she
It
she's
makes
just,
it
like,
worse.
Still going nuts. Yeah, it amplifies it.
Amplifies her
Oh,
psychic
man.
abilities. Okay.
I'm just so interested in that
We'll get there.
that tangent.
We'll get there. Don't
Oh, no,
don't
for
you
sure,
worry.
for sure.
We will.
Once
we
we're
will
level
get there.
8,
Yeah.
according to the canon, once we're level 8, we'll be allowed to do that.
You'll be able to deal with it.
We don't meet the requirements for this quest.
Yeah, we need to reach level 6 in the Freemasons or something like
Mhm.
that.
All right, guys.
Then we can all get our fez hats.
That's going to do it for all of us tonight. Thank you, everyone who joined us in Twitch chat. Thank you so much for watching. Again, be sure to check out our YouTube page if you missed past episodes. You can jump in our Discord. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Bad Roll 1. I don't know. It's down. All the links are down below underneath. Follow us here, follow us on YouTube, all that good stuff. So thanks again, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. And same time, same place next week on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. We will see you all then. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.
Be fair or be square.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.